is, guys. It's your boy BlastphamousHD, and today we are here to check out 5 ghost videos that are scary as hell, or it says heck in this, but we all know what he really means. This video is undoubtedly by Nuke's Top 5. If you guys want to watch the original, then the link might be in the description down below. I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It's probably not there. But look, we gonna do this. And all that I ask is that y'all don't shame me for the fear that I show in my reactions. Cause I'm genuine. I just had breakfast a couple minutes ago. So, Lego.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. The Crescent Hotel.
Man, why can't this dude do top 5 of something else? Top 5 unicorns that were the cutest. Top 5 titties, which is an odd number, so, you know, one of them's gonna be a weirdo. We're gonna edit that out. We're gonna edit that out.
The Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs, Arkansas is said to be one of the most haunted hotels in the U.S. In 1937, a former magician named Norman G. Baker bought the building and set it up as a treatment hospital for terminally ill patients. But here's the thing, Norman G. Baker was not a doctor. In fact, he had no medical training whatsoever. While under the fraudulent care of Norman Baker's pretend hospital, hundreds of patients, men, women, and children, lost their lives. Cut to modern day. The Crescent now operates as a hotel.
Nah, man, I'm hanging out.
Huh?
I'm just hanging out.
Some coronavirus on a plate?
Oh boy.
Huh?
Oh.
Smells like corona here.
Oh. What does Corona smell
What you
like?
watching?
Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing.
those videos.
It's just nothing at all, man.
Did you tell them about how if they can get you to 3 million subs soon,
No.
you have to spend the night in a haunted place?
No.
I knew you weren't gonna tell them. That's why I told
That's a
them.
low blow.
It's low
That is
as-
really not. That's not okay.
It's
that
low
is
as can be.
that is
isn't it?
really not okay,
Yes,
Randy.
ladies and gentlemen, if you guys can get BHD 3 million more subs, where are we at right now?
We're like 1.4 away.
Woo!
Don't subscribe.
Yeah,
Do not.
Since we started this, we've got about 200,000.
Oh yeah.
Don't
Hey,
subscribe.
1.6 more subscribers, because he ain't gonna say it in his videos. I watched his videos, he ain't said nothing about it. So I'm gonna come down, I'm gonna say it myself.
Yo, you're getting buried right now. This is fucking
Yeah. If you guys can get him 1.6 million more subs,
1.4.
you know.
Edit this out.
1.4? Oh, we need 1.4 more.
That's it.
Oh man, that's even better.
Edit this out.
Nah, ain't no editing it out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
If we can get 1.4 more million subs, BHD here has to stay the night in a haunted location of someone's choosing.
How about I do a toilet paper giveaway?
Solo. And
Toilet
he's live
paper
streaming
and
the whole event.
I'll do a toilet paper and hand sanitizer giveaway
Nah.
instead,
Nah.
because everybody.
People want content. You know what I'm saying? They need content, and X gonna give it to you.
Ooh. Why I gotta exit? Well, I
X
gotta
gonna give it to you. Huh? Damn right, and I do it again, cause
What?
I am right, and I got the win. Break bread with the enemy. I'm gonna just shimmy on out of here. I just wanted to come down here and do that.
Wow.
You haven't said it in any of your
For good reason. I don't want them knowing any of this.
You know what we call that? Stopping your own growth. Sometimes you need a good friend to push you over that ledge.
Yeah, bro, you got a good friend right there.
Sometimes you need, when you're standing on a cliff, you need a good friend to come and drop kick you off the edge so you can fly, baby.
That's right.
You've been watching way too many prank videos. That's not what a good friend really does.
That's what I do.
No. Don't listen. You ain't. No, look. Don't flap out of this. Don't Birdman out of this. No. Oh no. What? I swear I'm a piss in your do-rag.
What a terrible note to end on. Coronavirus. Screams coronavirus.
Coronavirus 2020.
Hobbles up the stairs like some sort of weird crab.
So on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and tell my people, please do not subscribe.
Unsubscribe.
Y'all ain't shit. Good help is hard to find. Oh, I'm gonna be so mad if I have to actually stay in a haunted hotel.
We've grown 200,000 just since we announced it.
I will fight people.
That's like a month and a half. Dude, at this point, by the end of the year, you're gonna do this. And if these people get motivated like they should, we'll be doing it in 3 months.
Yep, be telling your friends. Better believe it.
And with its dark history, it attracts many supernatural investigators and curiosity seekers. A Crescent Hotel guest caught this video while recording in her hotel room.
Girls trip, most haunted hotel in America, and my nightstand on the creepy door is my eyes shut. So early bedtime looking for ghosts.
Now, at first watch, it probably just looks like a casual video. But then, watch when the video is slowed down.
Early bedtime looking for ghosts.
Something seems to run by the bed, so fast that it's barely noticeable. It looks like a little girl just ran right in front of the camera. But there is no little girl in the room with them. And more importantly, there's nowhere to run. So just what is this? Let me know what you think. Did you see it? YouTuber Eric Gunner is an urban explorer and occasional paranormal investigator from Mexico. In one of his videos, Eric claims that a girl named Natalie contacted him about some very strange activity in her home. Natalie, who appears in the video with a teddy bear face concealing her identity, says that her mother recently rented the upstairs apartment in their house to an elderly woman. Natalie says that as soon as the woman moved in, strange things started occurring in their home. They would hear odd noises in the middle of the night. They would find random things move from one room to the other. And they would often smell an unexplained foul stench coming from upstairs. Weirdest of all, cats and dogs in the neighborhood began disappearing.
Yo, this chick was eating the dogs and cats. That's actually a pretty good idea right now, man, because we're running out of food. You know, it's coronavirus thing. Got to find a new source of meat, you know, and I definitely think, you know, cats and dogs is an unexplored option. You know, I'm just putting that out there.
As for the old lady, her behavior was odd to say the least. She avoided all contact with Natalie and her family. The woman didn't say hello or even talk to them when they passed her on the stairs. If they knocked on her door, she wouldn't answer. Natalie and her family became more and more terrified as the odd noises and events in their house intensified. Then one night, Natalie's 10-year-old sister woke up screaming, saying that her back was in agonizing pain. They checked her and found that her back was covered in deep, unexplained scratches. Well, with that, they had had enough. Without even so much as packing a bag, they fled the house in the middle of the night. As of the filming of this video, they had not been back for 2 weeks.
Damn.
So, Natalie knew about Eric Gunner's YouTube channel. She asked him to investigate.
De hecho, si apago la luz, la casa de arriba está prendida. Ahí es donde vive la viejita. Voy a tratar de no hacer ruido para que no me vaya a escuchar. Fíjense que a mí me da más miedo la viejita que, no sé, me vaya a parecer un fantasma o algo así.
It's fairly obvious that Natalie and her family left in a rush.
Se supone que así como dijo ella, esta Natalie pues se fueron de rápido ese día. No recogieron nada. Dijo, pues sí me dijo que iba a haber incluso hasta comida. Hasta frijoles aquí. Ay, huelen feo, parecen como están enlamados.
At first, it seems like there's not much to see, just an average empty house. But then things start to get a little strange.
Lo que veo es que hay muchas fotos de niños.
I don't know if they came from upstairs or downstairs. Oh, no.
Did you see it? As YouTube commenters would later point out, the doll has now vanished.
Oh.
Eric heads into the bedroom to investigate, and this is when things get truly bizarre.
Aquí parece que se puede subir por aquí, pero está como sellado. ¿Qué pedo? Está esta casa rara. Bueno, está construida raro. ¿Qué es esto?
And once again, I have to ask, did you see it? Something ducks out of sight under the bed. Again, Eric doesn't notice. This too was spotted later by YouTube viewers.
Vamos a ver. ¿Qué pedo?
No.
Veo que se mueve.
No. 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 No.
Eric gathers his courage and heads back in to check out the curtain. It didn't go well.
Oh no. No.
Ay, que me da manos porque estoy nervioso.
As he rounds the corner, a shadowy figure ducks back into the corner of the room. This time, Eric does see it.
Run, ho!
No sé qué pensar, la verdad, sí estoy ya. Tengo miedo. Ya no sé si salimos o no. No hubiera venido solo. ¿Saben qué? Si no hubiera venido solo, la cagué bien cabrón. No hubiera venido solo. Esta puerta no la ves. Ok. Al baño. Ay, güey. Me hice correr.
He heads in to check it out, but nothing there. With this, Eric has had enough. He decides to just get out of there. That might not be as easy as he thinks. Someone in a cloak, presumably the creepy old lady who lives there, comes walking up the stairs. Eric hides until the coast is clear, then quickly makes his escape out to the street. So did Eric Gunner catch multiple paranormal encounters on video? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
Eric Gunner need a new job. That's what that is. You know what I mean? I ain't absolutely not on this one. I don't do none of this. Nope.
You decide.
No.
You can watch Eric Gunner's full investigation of this supposedly haunted house over on his YouTube channel. Meanwhile, on TikTok. TikTok user Tease claims that he was hanging out at his house late one night when the door handle of his room just started randomly shaking, as if someone was trying to open the door. He grabbed his phone and started recording.
Bro, what? Bro, what? Bro.
T says he lives in a very old house, dating back to the late 1800s. But he says he's never experienced anything like this before. TikTok user Travis says he works in a movie theater, and late each night, after everyone has left, he has to check the empty theater.
So I work in a movie theater, and we have to check the theaters at night. You know, once you're done closing as an usher, you just flash the camera. You gotta check the door, and then you have to check behind these curtains just to make sure no hobos are back here. You know, no one's back here. And then you just go and... What the f?
Travis goes to investigate the strange figure in the projection booth.
I just saw somebody up here, and it's the scariest shit I've ever seen, dude. I was just down here, and I was back down there in that corner right there, and I literally just can't. What the f?
Did you see it? Travis spots some strange dark shape peeking from behind a piece of equipment in the projection booth.
And I literally just can't. What the f?
Now, as with all TikTok videos, this one ends rather abruptly, leaving the viewer to wonder exactly what happened next. Is this a TikTok theater ghost? Or just a TikTok hoax? You decide.
In July of 2008, two friends are playing football when one of them notices a strange figure in the distance, but as they go to investigate the location which it ended up at, it's suddenly gone. Take a look.
What the hell is that?
Eso no, chavo, lo que pasó. No mames, no sé, güey, a ver, vamos a ver.
So you go see that and then you want to go look at it?
Sí. Ya nos cayó el duende.
Oh, no.
Ah, ¿cuál duende? No mames, aquí ha de estar escondido, a ver.
No.
No me agarres de la playera, güey, no te asustes. No mames, güey, ¿qué era esa madre? No
Absolutely not.
With the blurry quality of the video, it could of course be easier to hoax this one. But nevertheless, it seems many people were creeped out when initially watching this one. With over 1 million views since its release, it has surely made an impression on many. And it's creepy to imagine, if it were to be real, what this figure is supposed to be. Is it possibly a humanoid creature? You decide.
Nope. Damn that.
On July 16, 2010, at around 4:45 AM, a man went out on his neighborhood street with his camera to capture something strange he'd seen. From the audio, it sounds like he has a friend of his with him. As the camera operator puts down the camera, a figure, which he describes as an alien, is clearly noticeable through the night vision. It also makes strange noises.
Right down here, if it went across that way.
What was that? Is that a dog? Is that whistling? It whistles now?
I'm just gonna put the camera down right here.
Run, baby! Aliens probably got the blicky on them. Bro, unless aliens making bird noises. Scar!
Look through the night vision. Look on the screen.
What the hell is that?
See, what is that? Hello?
Oh, hell no.
Hey, who is that?
Nope. No, you better get out of that. You better run from that one. What's that? Is it getting closer?
It's tripping me out, dude.
You better run, man. You better get out of there, baby.
You know what?
Save your anus.
Dude, come on.
Run, baby. Yep, there you go. And now you're about to get
One thing I
alive.
noticed is that the sound of the alien creature doesn't quite transition well with the audio. It sounds like if it was a sound effect that the uploader didn't know how to fade out the sound effect to make it sound more realistic. But that's just my own speculation. The figure itself does look very authentic, and it's weird how it almost appears like there's a camera glitch on top of it. Most people who've seen the video agree that it's scary, but what do you guys think this is? The uploader wrote the following in the description, quote, "I had just gotten to work, and Albie got there shortly afterwards. We went to investigate what I thought was an animal in the parking lot of the office. I heard a sound that I cannot describe, and the crappy camera sounds weird compared to what we heard." End quote. Maybe that explains the weird sound. As the Paranormal Files investigated the John Lowe murder house for paranormal activity, It wasn't the ghost that scared them the most, it was a person.
Nope.
As they were about to end the episode and had already left the house, one of them realized they had left some gear behind, so they went back to retrieve it. But as they were about to return to the car, they realized that someone was running after them from the rural road at night. This happened only shortly after one of them had mentioned the fact that people would hide in the woods.
See, look, when dangerous situations happen, you don't have to outrun your attacker. You only have to outrun your loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Let them be feast for the beast. You know what I'm saying? You got to get to safety.
Colin managed to capture the flashlight of the person chasing them down the road.
Oh my god, I just ran onto the
What? Are we stuck? Stop, are we stuck?
Man, there's a torch.
Are we stuck? No, we're good.
No, I just drove onto the log in front of us. Bro, what the
They're running. They're running at us.
There's someone with a light.
They're sprinting.
Is this a public road?
Yeah.
That connects to somewhere else?
Yeah. He literally started sprinting.
We can't see anything though. Footage slowed down 70%. You see the person's light here and he chases down the road.
It's scary to think what would have happened if the person caught them. And it's a mystery if the person was just trying to scare them, or if he was actually gonna try and hurt them. Either way, it's a good thing they managed to get away in time. Be sure to check out the Paranormal Files for more entertaining and scary paranormal investigations. Dan Bell uploaded a new scary ghost documentary on March 29th, 2019, in which he, along with Rick, caught some very scary sounds on camera. At the halfway point of the video, they return to the abandoned Uplands Mansion. Beyond just the exterior and interior of the mansion being creepy enough by itself, it gets even scarier when they hear unexplainable noises inside. Here are two especially scary moments of the documentary.
Be careful. I want to do a sweep up here to make sure there's nobody up here. Close that door. Close the door.
Nope.
Hello, is there somebody back here?
It would seem like there were no other people in there with them, as they seemed to look around every corner of the mansion. They found no one. Perhaps those noises were the ghosts still haunting the place. Like all the other videos of Dan Bell, this documentary is well shot and edited, and makes you truly scared of the dark. So be sure to check out the full 1-hour documentary. Link is in the description. This video may not show a scary ghost or creature, but it does show a particularly unsettling incident in which a person with eye shine chases down a couple of friends in a car. Take a look.
Bro, hold on, get the light on my face, bitch! I don't see him!
He's right there!
Son, go straight. Look.
Right there.
Where?
Right there.
Go straight. Go in the middle of the street, Wills! What? Wills!
No, get him. Wait.
Wills! Watch out!
He was buck naked. What the? Oh!
While I'm assuming this video was uploaded to the internet for comedic purposes and for people to make memes out of, it still scared the hell out of a lot of people who have watched it. The speed in which he sprints toward them and the fact that he has eye shine makes it quite disturbing. Of course, it's easy to see the humorous nature of the video and laugh about it, which I'm sure many do. Among the reactions were these comments. The last few seconds were terrifying, and this was the funniest video I've seen all year. It just goes to show that people can have very different perceptions of what could be considered horror and what could be considered comedy. At least in some cases such as this. What do you guys think? Was it scary or just simply a funny video? We saw stuff again. I swear my house is haunted, were the words YouTube user Vincent Studios wrote in the description of his video titled Freaky Stuff in Our Backyard, which was uploaded on February 8th, 2008. He took this video at night and he was accompanied by another person. They were looking for something in the backyard, but throughout the video it's hard to tell what it is. But just take a look and see what happens.
Oh man, I don't know the oh, there we go, the flashlight wasn't on. Alright, Jeffrey, you're gonna have to tell me where you saw it. Okay. Did you see it around there?
No.
No?
No.
Alright, let's just we can get camera. Oh, that's my flashlight. Jesus Christ, I was like freaked out. Jeffrey, I was taping like the edge of my flashlight and I thought I was like taping another world or some like that. Alright. Where did you see it? Okay.
Bruh, this ain't scary. At all. What?
You see? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh! Okay, just one. Just one! What the hell was that?
That's the fakest thing I've ever seen in my life. I swear to God. Why are you sitting there with the camera pointing the light straight at the door and you running for your life? Bruh, that's quintessentially someone breaking in your house, pointing a knife at you from 10 feet away, and the table that's 1 foot away from you has a banana, a sandwich, and a gun on it. You grabbing the banana and the sandwich and then running at the guy screaming. That's how fake that is. If I saw a video with that, I'd believe it more than this. Boo.
The mystery now, of course, is what the hell was crashing into the door at the end? The uploader seems to believe it to be something paranormal, which it very well could be.
I bet the uploader does think it's paranormal, because that's what'll give him the views. Oh my God, yo, scary. Swear to God, that wasn't just a friend of mine kicking the door and me screaming. Ah.
But the fact still is that nothing could be seen in the video.
Yeah.
Or maybe something was noticeable and I just didn't catch it. If you guys saw anything, be sure to let me know in the comments below.
Oh, we didn't.
I'm
We
sure
didn't
some
see
of you
anything.
got a jump scare at the end of the video, which I won't blame you for, because it definitely also startled me a bit the first time I watched it. A group of friends are sitting in the dark playing a board game when suddenly, in the back of the room, a humanoid creature can be seen crawling around on all fours. It appears again a few seconds later. It is described as a creature of hell, and the video was uploaded to YouTube in June of 2009.
É, rapaz, tu viu essa parada aí? Que barulho foi esse? É, rapaz. É, rapaz, vamos lá ver, vamos lá. Tu viu isso? Ih, doido. Peraí, vamos mostrar lá, peraí. É, rapaz, tu viu?
That's literally a human. That's literally a human in a dark living room. What is this dude doing? Really? Scariest videos you shouldn't watch alone? Word? Yep. You know what? We're going to have Zav run around on all fours. Oh my God. We got a ghost. Look at him. It's dark enough so you can't see his face because it's my friend from next door. But it's, you know what I mean? I got it on tape. So, oh my God, it's a ghost. Boom!
Tem nada aqui, doido. Cara, bola muito. Calma, cuidado. Ele pode estar aqui atrás.
Whack!
Tá montado. Que ele, doido?
Trash!
Cadê? Que porra foi essa, mano? Em cima. É igual, pá.
Let's
Come on,
take a
baby.
closer look at this alleged creature.
Yeah, let's take a closer look at the alleged creature.
They surely don't seem all that scared about it. Maybe they played some sort of a board game in the dark that could help them conjure this being.
Yep. You know what I mean? Because that's how you exercise a ghost. Scrabble. That'll do it. You know what I mean? Scrabble is what gave them the mental fortitude to take down this demon, to face it. Yep. That makes sense. Yep.
That's of course just speculation, as I don't speak that language. I do, however, believe it to be Portuguese, but I could be wrong. I'm sure some of you guys are able to translate what is being said. The creature seems to have quite a large head. Could that be a mask? Or was it just a friend of theirs crawling around? We won't know for sure due to the obscurity of this video.
Boo. Number 3, let's see what they got.
Campers Catch Weird Creature on Film is the title of the video you're
Oh,
about
I
to
bet.
watch. And it shows exactly what the title suggests. But you'll also be able to hear a strange noise that I'm assuming the creature makes at the exact moment it appears. I once showed this video on an old rake video of mine, but that was a low quality version with no audio, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to show the real version.
The sticks get pretty damn sharp, eh?
Oh, the smoke is in my face.
Well, you've been sharpening it for like 2 hours.
No.
You hear something?
It's the dog.
Okay.
Probably shy though.
Yeah, I'm gonna take pictures now.
Whether it's real or fake, it's still very creepy and authentic looking.
It is all very fake. You know it's fake. It's all this.
Many people, however, think it's just a friend of theirs crawling around. But
It's literally a person. Come on, son.
imagine being out camping and seeing this in the middle of the woods. The guys didn't seem to notice the creature at all. They only heard the strange sound. Let's take another look at the video enhanced. It's one of the creepiest creature sightings I've been able to find.
Oh, it has it been? This is the creepiest. This is one of the creepiest creature findings you've been able to find, right? Yep. Yep. He could at least dressed in a dress and had long hair wig, bruh. You know what I mean? He could have at least done that. You just found a dude. Hey, man, you down to crawl around on all fours in your drawers on camera? I bet. Ooh, and we gonna tell people it's Bigfoot or a really creepy Mexican or something.
As of recent.
I can't really say nothing because this dude fell for it.
When the well-known YouTuber Exploration Unknown went to explore an abandoned occult mansion, he got a scarier experience than he probably expected.
Hello? This floor don't feel very good. This floor don't feel... Oh my God, Freeland. Hello? Is there somebody here? I'm not here to bother or rob anything. I was just here exploring. I thought it was a band. Oh God! Oh God! Oh shit! Oh God! Turn on! Oh my God!
Even if that was staged, that's just scary to hear from something. Sounded like an angry drug addict who just been interrupted mid vein find. I will kill you. Like that's, yeah. So it's...
Oh my God. Oh God. Oh, there's somebody in the freaking house.
Couple of selections from our own ever-growing collection of security camera footage. These videos were captured by the motion.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Grammar school ghosts. Once again, we have another video from popular Mexican ghost hunter Eric Gunner. In this video, Eric is investigating a school where students and teachers have been seeing some very bizarre things.
Pues vamos a explorar aquí en una escuela. Ya les había comentado que me habían dicho unas personas desde hace tiempo, bastante tiempo, que querían que exploráramos en esta escuela porque pues ya habían dicho ellos que hay, pues digamos como avistamientos de niñas que aparecen aquí. Y entonces pues...
His homie looks scared as hell in the background.
Pues yo la verdad no sé qué pensar. Yo digo, al final del día ya desde que empecé a hacer esto, ya no como... Bueno, sí, creyente, ¿no?
At first, Eric and his friend aren't finding much.
Ya llevamos de 3 a 4 salones, nada hasta ahorita. Y otro. ¿Qué mierda fue eso?
And almost as if on cue, things start to get weird. As they walk by the classrooms, they start to hear the sound of desks being moved around inside.
Eso no tiene nada que ver. Bueno, quiero yo pensar, ¿no? ¿Escuchó, no?
Se escucha un ruido, un quejido, no sé.
Yo escuché cómo se arrastraban
Algo, ¿no?
una mesa, una silla, ¿no?
They decide to check out the school restrooms where many students have reported seeing eerie, ghostly apparitions.
Baños.
Te digo que aquí...
They look through the girls' restroom, checking each stall.
Mujeres. Vamos a ver qué hay. Abre. Nada. Vamos al otro. A ver, otro. A ver, mira, es que de este lado. Ajá. ¿Está cerrado?
Sí, está cerrado.
A ver, no hay nada. Vamos a seguir al otro. Igual, lo mismo. Nada es. Este dice que no sirve. ¿Sí está cerrado? Ah, está abierto. Igual, nada. A ver, ese de allá. Nada.
Tengo que estar en la serría por el...
¿El bote?
No, porque...
Para jalarlo, ¿no? Vamos a ver. Ah, cuidado, baños. Vamos, vente, vamos.
They find nothing unusual, so they turn to leave. And this is where things get truly bizarre.
O sea, al menos por lo que se ve, ya no pasa nada de todo esto.
Oh, no! You.
¿Qué más hay?
Did you see it?
O sea, al menos por lo que se ve, ya no pasa nada de todo esto.
The hell is that?
Vamos a ver si ve más cosas.
The guys don't notice it, but as they are leaving, a set of bare feet can be seen standing inside of one of the bathrooms.
He's black! Like, was...
Stalls. A stall that was empty only seconds before. But by far the most chilling shot Eric Gunner catches that night happens when he's casually panning his camera over the school parking lot.
Vamos a ver qué pasa.
Están esos salones de allá también.
Aquí de todos modos está grande todo esto. A ver, vamos a pasar ahí. Vamos acá. Todo sí que está bastante grande.
Watch again.
Acá. Todo sí que está bastante grande.
As Eric pans his camera across the empty parking lot, there's a little girl just standing there all alone, staring up at them. As he pans back a few seconds later, no one there.
Acá. Todo sí que está bastante grande.
Be sure to head over to Eric Gunner's channel for his full video investigation. And if your Spanish isn't so good, like mine, you can turn on YouTube's auto-translate function, which actually isn't half bad for very basic Spanish. A shocking selfie. Nuke's Top 5 viewer Juanita Stam sent in the next video. She says that she believes a dark presence might haunt their Nevada home. Juanita's grandparents both passed away in the house, and she says that her brother used to claim to see a small girl in their yard who would mysteriously vanish into thin air. Juanita also claims that late at night she would occasionally hear chilling, unexplainable footsteps on the roof above her. So, Juanita says that one night when she was extremely inebriated, she came home and placed her phone on the nightstand table. And then, well, she pretty much just passed out. She says that she had been playing with her phone and didn't realize that she had accidentally started recording a video. A few odd noises can be heard in the video, as it seems Juanita might be murmuring in her sleep. But the truly creepy part is, something seems to be answering her back. Someone or something seems to be quietly talking to Juanita, and she seems to respond. But the words are indiscernible. There even seems to be a low, angry hiss from the other voice. Now, these indistinct voices could easily be explained away. But about 6 minutes into the video, this.
Just waiting for me to explain myself.
Some dark figure appears and disappears at superhuman speed. Juanita says that when she woke up in the morning, her phone was nowhere to be found. She assumed that she had simply misplaced it somewhere while in her intoxicated state. Cut to nearly 2 months later. Juanita is going through some of her old belongings and finds her lost phone. Mysteriously, it's at the bottom of a box that she hadn't looked in for months. She says that when she charged it back up, she found this chilling video on her lost phone. Reaching out from beyond. And now let's check out a video from the YouTube channel, The Vault Investigators. The group is investigating a house that is said to be inhabited by the ghost of a little girl. Now, the video starts out creepily enough, as their spirit box says the name Malcolm. Now, most importantly, it should be noted that the cameraman shooting this footage, his name is actually Malcolm. So this seems like a bit more than a coincidence. But when the team sets their iPad on the floor and starts asking the ghost to manifest itself, then things get really strange. Did you see it?
Yeah.
A creepy little pale hand, almost like that of a child, seems to reach up right out of the floor to touch the iPad screen. The direction of the hand movement seems very odd, and it seems to come from a very unnatural angle. So is this the hand of a ghost caught on camera? Or just what is this odd video anomaly? You decide. Meanwhile, on TikTok, Now, most of you probably know the movie The Conjuring, but you might not know that many of the cast and crew reported experiencing odd supernatural activity during the filming of the movie. Star Patrick Wilson has done interviews where he claimed that he saw things mysteriously move around the set. And Vera Farmiga has gone on record with a very bizarre supernatural experience that occurred while filming.
When I opened my computer, there was these claw marks across. After we got back from North Carolina where we filmed, the same claw marks appeared on my thigh.
Co-star Shanley Caswell says that she had a similar bizarre feeling on the set.
We all woke up between 3 and 4 a.m. every morning. It happened all the time. It also happens in the film. And every time I woke up, I just felt like I was being watched. It was creepy enough that Mahalie McFarland, who played the part of Nancy Perrin, and I ended up sleeping in the same room the last couple nights of filming because we couldn't sleep.
Well, it turns out the Conjuring set still exists, at least partially. TikTok user Nicole Martin works on the Warner Brothers studio lot, and she recorded this video.
So this is the stage where they filmed The Conjuring, and here's the hole in the stage that we made, but they also had one in The Conjuring. And a paranormal investigator actually went down here and investigated and heard her name being called. And it's really creepy.
And did you see it?
And here's the hole in the stage that we made, but they also had one in The Conjuring. And a paranormal investigator actually went down here and investigated and heard her name being called. And it's really creepy.
A pair of glowing eyes seems to be peering back at Nicole from the dark recesses as she films. She didn't even notice what looks like creepy glowing eyes until it was pointed out to her by her TikTok viewers. But is it real? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. But not every TikTok scare is necessarily supernatural.
Chicos, son las 3 de la mañana, estoy escuchando ruidos súper extraños en el primer piso. Si quieres asesinarme, solo aplaude.
That was the one, dude.
I'll punch that in her mouth.
That made you angry, bro.
What would give you that indication? Kiss my ass. Can't stand all you disloyal motherfuckers. Damn it. Just go let me break some.
Earphones came out the damn earbud and
Man, them worthless ass do this to me.
Shadows in the Graveyard. Over on the YouTube channel G-Team Paranormal, Patty and her daughter Heather are exploring an allegedly very haunted cemetery. They set up a laser grid near the tombs so that they can capture any movement. And something moves.
All right, she saw something. Let me see.
Are you filming?
Yes, I am.
Look at this. I don't know if you can pick this up on your camera, but look to the right. You see a freaking shadow. Watch this. Right there.
Oh my
It's like
God.
something is walking through the freaking lights.
Like, I just seen the grid, like,
Oh my God.
Later, Patty hears a strange sound from within the cemetery, and they catch this.
Listen, listen. I hear something. Oh, Heather. Heather.
Did you see it?
I hear something. Oh, Heather. Heather.
Someone or something is moving around in the darkness. Patty and Heather get a little spooked and decide to continue their investigation from inside their car.
We got in the car. At this point, we really just don't feel safe. It's in our best interest to just go ahead and leave, but we are going to film our way out just in case we see anything. Maybe we can take a quick little ride through here.
Oh, that's a good idea. They go far. Look how far.
Yeah. Let me see.
Without even noticing, they catch the dark figure in the background again as they film from their car. And it's coming closer.
Hello, is there anybody out there with us? Oh, I hear movement. Ooh. What the?
What is that?
Heather, it's getting closer. Go!
Now the figure is right in front of them. Patty jerks her hands back in fright and actually knocks the battery out of her camera. As someone comes lurching out of the bushes, Patty and Heather decide it's time to just get out of there. So did they catch a ghost on camera? Or was it just some creepy person skulking around the graveyard? Patty and Heather say that they just don't know. So, what do you think? Top 5 mysterious creatures caught on camera. Wrong turn. YouTuber The Highway 9 says that he was on a hike through the mountains with his dog Misty when he found a mysterious mine shaft. He decided to go exploring.
Why would you do that? Bet he wasn't black. Nope. Exploring. Abandoned mine cave shaft. No.
Out. Out. Come here. Come on. Come on. Go.
Wow, that's messed up. You're gonna send him in first. And you got what the? Ah! Shut up, subscribers. I know you're laughing. We're gonna edit that out.
He finds some sleeping bats, but not much else. Until he decides to investigate one lone tunnel. It did not go well.
Stay behind me. What the f is that?
What's what?
Oh,
I don't see nothing.
Come on. Oh!
Oh!
Come on.
He finds something lurking in the mine tunnel and decides to just get out of there. Now, several YouTube commenters claim that the video has to be fake because the dog Misty doesn't bark at the strange dark figure. But it should be noted that Misty seems to be very well trained and also doesn't bark when bats start circling their heads. It's also interesting that this is the only paranormal video ever posted on the Highway 9's YouTube channel. It's also the last video he ever...
I bet it is the last video he ever did. Damn that. I'd got rid of my dog after that. Word? Huh? You ain't gonna bark or try to attack him or nothing? You getting the dollar store dog food from now on. Man's best friend my ass. These hoes ain't loyal. Chris Brown hella had it on point.
Ever posted. Right before your eyes. Indonesian YouTuber Panji is mostly known for a very different type of scary video. He usually can be seen interacting with very dangerous animals, like venomous snakes and angry crocodiles. In this particular video, he and his friends are out searching the woods for wild animals, but they run into something very different.
Oh God. Oh! Ah! That's a naked white woman! We gonna edit that out. Bruh, I just got a flashback of that It 2 trailer I watched, man, when that woman came out. No! Your titties was flapping in opposite directions. I was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life, man. I'm scared to eat my food because I know it's coming.
Kirsch. My father joined the circus.
She naked! No! No! Oh! Is she really naked? Oh! Reminds me of a female I once, look, brave men in desperate times, people. You gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, she looked like one of them ants off of Men in Black, but it's not gonna suck itself. You know, I've done the research. Don't laugh at that. We gonna edit that out. We gonna edit that out. Man, is this a bad place to talk about the fact that I went to a swingers? It wasn't a bar or nothing, but it was like a swingers place. It'd be bad if I said it was a house, but it was a house. Look. What? I was curious. What?
Bi-curious or regular?
Wow. Wow. Bruh, it was like, yeah, what was really messed up was, I don't know if this was either scary or just like real cool, but like the people there were like some of the friendliest people I've ever ran into in my life. They loaded me into a false sense of security super fast. I had a crowd of like 7 of them. I'm telling stories of me living in the hood and stuff.
And they say you knew you were naked.
You notice I didn't have a comeback for that when you said that. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. But yo, I'm in the middle of telling the story. I swear to God, I cannot make this up. Look, I do it for the people. I do it for my subscribers. I run out of stories, people. I was just a storyteller. I'm just going to blame this and say this as y'all. This wasn't me and my nasty ass. I did it for y'all. Bruh, I literally went, bruh. I was in the middle of telling the story about how I almost got shot when I was like 13. And I you not, I'm entertaining like 7 to 12 white women. Swear to God, out of nowhere, naked white dude goes like just walking past, like scurrying past. Not even a joke. Comes out of the house. What you mean? Like, and everybody just acting like it was normal. Bro, like that.
There goes Dave again.
I'm like, bro, it's so cold. It's not that serious. Like, I'm thinking there's no way it can get worse, right? And like, but Miami, for some reason, whenever I think that, it always does. Literally 15 minutes later, there was like a big conversation of 30 people happening 20 feet away, right? And then all the 30 people all at once got up and went into the basement. At the same time, because there was 2 stairways, one leading downstairs into the basement, and one leading, you look so interested, one leading upstairs into the house, and went into the basement. All of them were dragging a rope, right? Like all of them were holding on to the same really long rope, like real thick rope. And at the end of the rope was a really big black woman who was also naked. Her hands were tied behind her back.
Bro, you witnessed a murder.
Man, she was tied. They had the rope wrapped around her like 5 times. I'm like, what? And the up is I can't exactly say what I'm thinking here because all of them were with this. You know what to back me up on this? What's really messed up is I ain't gonna lie. Half of me was like, what the f? And then the other half of me was like, should I go watch? Like, should I go check? Should I go? What's messed up is these are some of the coolest people I've ever run into in my life. Well, the people that weren't tied up and or just naked. Then as I'm walking out, this chick is walking up the stairs as I'm walking down the stairs, and it's not the fact she had on one of them Cruella de Vil big fur coats and nothing else. It was open. What's the point of the coat? What's the point? Oh man, because I've heard so many stories. If I got all that story out of the first time, I gotta go back. Take people with me. Gonna be like a whole field trip. Hey, look, I'm gonna have my best crocodile. I'm gonna have my best Steve Irwin. Oh, Crocky. Here we are. There's a whole den of them. Oh, this was it. Oh, they're downstairs. I think they call that a soup kitchen was happening. They're all huddled together, using each other's genitalia as warmth. Oh, we've been spotted. Run! Run! Right, edit that whole story out. I don't know what I expected, man. And then the rest of a lot of people probably like, oh man, what happened after that? Had probably one of the coolest games of pool with these two people, man. This dude and this chick, man. I was playing pool, and I know that sounds like it's bad, but I was just regular game of pool, man. Just chopping it up.
This has been one of your longest stalls ever.
Oh.
Aduh.
Panji and his team say that they didn't notice anything at the time. They continue walking, but then Panji sees the figure running in the darkness.
Ih, apaan? Apa itu?
Why are you running towards it? No! Oh my God! They caught it? Oh! What's that? What's that?
Lu lihat ya tadi, Mbak? Lihat lah.
There's a grown-ass naked dude out there beating his meat in the trees. Nasty.
Merinding, Pak.
Instead of running away, they actually chase the creature, but it's just too fast. They review their video and realize that the strange figure walked right by without them even noticing.
Nah, Gua nggak lihat itu, nggak ada gua lihat apapun. Pas gua noleh.
They should at least got its number. It's clearly with the business if it was already naked.
Kanan.
Walk it off. You're real man.
So did Panji and his friends catch a mysterious creature on camera?
Yeah, bro, that
Or
was
is it all just an elaborate hoax?
That don't look like a hoax right there, man.
Creature Call.
Creature
This
Call.
next video is probably one of the most requested videos on the Nuke's Top 5 channel. A guy named Rick claims that he has been tormented by an inhuman creature that lives in the woods around his home. He says that he often hears the creature late at night or sees it lurking in the trees.
What the?
On this occasion, he set up a camera and claims that he finally caught the thing.
I feel bad for anybody that really tries to scare me, man. If I don't really know who they is, I'll punch him in the face so bad. That'd be funny. If I punch somebody, I put somebody in the hospital, just real bad. Took a dump on this one chick's chest. Bro, I wish you could have got your face on that, man. Took a dump on this one chick. The fuck? What are you doing? Where did it even come from? Hey, man. Hey. It's a Monday. It's Monday, man. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing scheduled for this day, man. Just gotta make it do what it do. Make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? You'll do it one day. What's this? You'll let it happen.
On camera.
It's freaking thing working. There it is. There.
What those?
I put the iPad in the window, and now this thing's coming up to the steps in my backyard, Mike.
What's coming up?
It's like a weird demonic looking thing, and it's like a human.
Nah, you don't say that. You just tell them that it's a black guy. I swear to God, the police will be there way faster.
And it's all scratched down. This is the second time this happened this week. And as I'm talking to you, this is all on recorded. And it doesn't see me. I'm in that, that sunroom.
Can I record it?
You're on record. Everything's recording now. I can see the thing. It's like looking around weird.
Is it recording the video?
Yeah, right now it's on the video. It doesn't see me. I'm sitting back, but I can still see out the window really good. You should see. No, it can't. But it's looking around like something out of a weird sci-fi movie. This thing is freaky. Oh my God. Like a gargoyle. It's like a gargoyle, man. and it's like 35 feet away, and it came out of those weeds. You know what I'm talking about?
He is so calm. He's so confident. Bro, I'm shooting first and asking questions later. I'm play and or play. Everything getting lit up. Oh snap! It was Joey. Well, better reload. I don't give a shit. That everybody dug it. You know what I mean? Like I'm from the hood. Y'all ain't playing with nobody. That just look like it's looking like something. Hell no.
It's a plant.
Everybody right?
Looking out.
Your backyard?
Popeye's chicken sandwiches ass. Damn that.
Going down that sidewalk. It's looking. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Dude, this thing is weird.
No.
And it goes back. It just went back. It would dove back. It like wobbled back.
Move, bruh. Change your house. Set up rat traps or something. I don't know what a gargoyles like to eat. Set up like one of them little mouse traps and put like, I don't know, pieces of children's flesh in the trap part. Oh yeah, just sprinkle In-N-Out burger seasoning in there. That'll catch it. Like, oh, what you don't know? You don't know.
Again, I can't even explain it.
Back in the weeds?
Yeah, like it knows something's going on. I got it now. I got on tape. This is unreal. Oh my god, there it is, Mike. It came back. Oh my gosh. This thing is looking weird. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It knows something's going on, man. This thing is. Oh my god.
Yo, that's not normal, bro. That's not normal. That's not normal. Oh my god, bro. I'd be so scared. Shit my hand and throw it at him. I don't know. How do I scare something that already looks like that? It's like the hunchback of Notre Dame had sex with the grudge and his child is like out stalking people. You know what I mean? Trying to, find defenseless anus or something. You know what I mean? What do gargoyles eat? Groceries? You know who I blame for this? Janae Aiko. That conservative gonna make that video about butt eating and now people are gargoyles. You never know why. You just never know. No.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what happened when we got disconnected.
Rick still claims to this day that the video is 100% real, and he vehemently defends it. When asked the obvious question of why he didn't phone police, Rick says that he had already called police to his home many times and filed multiple police reports, but nothing ever happened.
You know it's real when a black person saying to tell the police that a black person is outside of their house and to come quick, he's got a, I don't know, what black people usually have that white people, that cops are afraid of, brains, intelligence. You know what I mean? Money? You call the police. Hi, 911. Hi, 911. There's a well-dressed black man outside of my house. He's talking properly and flashing $100 bills. You come quick. I'm scared. Like, no. I know he's using big words and everything. Come quick. Man, I should hell put that in there as a real skit. Hello? Hello? 911? Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, I shit on myself. Oh.
He's confirmed black.
Oh. He's well dressed.
Darker. What does that mean?
He's well mannered and everything. Oh my God. Oh.
Rick says that he believes the police just thought he was crazy. But what do you think? Real
yeah, no, that's...
Let me know.
That's not fake, bro.
Isn't clear.
I'd have shot that. You shot that? I'd have shot the shit out of that. Hey. You Hey, look, you know what I mean? Like, 'cause I can't, you know what I mean? You gotta either move states or kill it. Kill it dead. That's real. 'Cause you know what I mean? You know, I be having nightmares about what? Can you imagine waking up and that's in your room? Man.
In San Benito, Texas, two guys are out for a day of fishing on the local lake. As they move along the water, one of them notices something very odd on the shore.
Okay, so it's something, a dog or what? Oh, la verga!
Not going back to shore now. Yep. This 6 cans of beans I brought out here for lunch is gonna last me for 14 years now. I'm not docking. No? I'm not docking.
I got it on video, wait. Yeah.
What the guys initially thought was an animal or a dog drinking at the water's edge suddenly stands up on 2 legs like a man. The 2 guys claim that the man, or whatever this is, was covered in hair. Now, the original video was very shaky and pretty much potato quality, but I've tried to stabilize it as much as I can. If you look closely, you can see that the man does indeed seem to be covered in something, possibly hair.
Or poop. You never know what people are into nowadays. Britney Spears herself on the red carpet?
I don't know about all that.
Is this real stuff?
I don't know. I don't even know what that is.
It's written on a random piece of paper. In other news, Sean Dawson robbed a sex store for a bunch of dildos and is now getting questions about it and will not spill the beans. I thought this was real. I was like, word? Just on the red carpet? Like he couldn't find a bucket or a cup or nothing? Just gonna let it rip. Yeah, fuck it.
It's Britney.
It's Britney. It just drops it. I don't think that was real, y'all. But man, I wish it was. That'd be hilarious. I'd be all on that like white on Michael Jackson. Gotta edit that out. I was on this like tax evasion on Wesley Snipes. There it is.
This creature. Locals refer to it simply as the Dog Man. The Mississippi Skunk Ape.
What the hell is a skunk ape?
YouTube user Josh Highcliffe was out in the woods of Mississippi, hunting for wild hogs. He says he was sitting on a low tree branch, being very quiet, when he heard something. Thinking it might be a hog, he looked around the tree, but instead he saw this.
You better be quiet. You better be quiet. Don't do it. Bet he won't scream World Star though.
Something that Josh claims looked like an oversized ape was ripping into a large dead tree like it was made of cardboard. Josh says that at first he tried to be as still as he could, but when the creature stood up, he claims it was at least 7 feet tall. Josh couldn't contain his fear and ran for his life. This is the only video Josh Highcliffe ever posted to YouTube. It has become one of the most controversial Bigfoot videos ever recorded. But what do you think? Is this Bigfoot or just a big fake? As always, you decide. If you see
Vice hires a hitman, the deep web has a host of advertisements for all kinds of services, including hitman for hire. These anonymous online figures claim to be willing and able to locate anyone in the world and do them in for the right price with no questions asked. In 2012, one of the reporters from Vice was able to get in touch with an alleged contract killer to get a better feel for the deep web assassination process. Using encrypted emails, the reporter pretends to be the wife of an abusive ex-husband. She claims to want to have him killed so that she can gain full custody over their child. The killer does not make any judgments and simply says that he would be happy to help. He asks for money up front using bitcoins, which is the anonymous deep web currency of choice. Once a proper price is negotiated, the hitman next asks for a photograph of the target and the last known address. They talk about special requirements, which is a code word for either torture or any special circumstances under which the victim is supposed to die.
Well, if you gotta kill somebody, why you gotta torture them too? Dang. I don't want to say that's a female thing. No, I'm definitely not gonna say that, man, because Lord knows there's some people we men would like to torture.
The hitman says he can get results within 2 weeks. Vice decides to end the conversation then and there. Fortunately, the reporter used a picture of a deceased family member along with a fake address, so no one could really be harmed. They never did find out who they were speaking to. This report is just one of the many hitman services the deep web supposedly offers. Unfriendly Solution was another alleged hitman organization that was run by someone who claims to have been a hitman for 7 years. It was shut down in 2014, though it remains unclear if this was by the site's owner or the FBI. Other strange deep web hitman websites include the quote-unquote Charity for Donald Trump Assassination, which is allegedly accepting anonymous Bitcoin donations to kill the notorious presidential candidate. Perhaps one of the most infamous deep web hitman organizations ever was the Bisa Mafia, which claimed to be able to murder or otherwise severely injure any target on Earth with no delay. When the website was recently hacked, 38 different customers and 3,000 personal messages from a professional-sounding company were leaked to the public. One of the messages from a customer requests that the target gets beat up badly so there will be no bruises and some blood, but don't do anything else. Another simply says, I want—
He must have cheated on her. Women always.
on her dead, and goes on to discuss the price. The owner of the Bisa Mafia has released an official statement declaring that the website was fake. Whenever someone contacts them for a hit, the admin says they send all of the information straight to the local police department for review. However, many people believe that this is just a cover-up story, and that the Bisa Mafia was a legitimate murder for hire service. Others still believe that the Bisa Mafia is completely unstoppable and undoubtedly continues to operate to this very day. Either way, if this website was to be believed at all, then the way they recruit new hitmen is by having them commit a crime on video and submit it for the Mafia to review and approve of. Here is a video circulating on the internet of an alleged hitman applying to the website by setting fire to a car. The note in the beginning gives the website's address and some other information.
Man, that's all you gotta do to interview to be a hitman is set fire to a car? That don't even make sense.
Number 2, Cannibalistic Desires. Most people want to find someone that they can have children and grow old together with, but Armin Maives had a version of love that was much different. He was obsessed with the idea of eating another man's body. In 2001, the German could not contain himself anymore and took to the deep web to fulfill his darkest desires. He found an online forum morbidly named the Cannibal Cafe that seemed perfect to satisfy his urges. Although the disclaimer at the top of the website made it clear that the Cannibal Cafe was for fantasies involving consenting adults only, Armin was absolutely serious when he posted a short blurb outlining his particular tastes. It read, "Looking for a well-built 18 to 30-year-old to be slaughtered and then consumed." Imagine Armin's surprise when his inbox was instantly flooded with eager responses.
Eager? What is attractive about being killed?
He later estimates that as many as 200 different people replied back, all of them happily agreeing to be murdered and eaten. Figuring out who was serious and who was role-playing was a long and arduous process. It took Armin months to interview and sort out potential recruits. As you could expect, most of the replies were from people who wanted to act out an imaginary scenario online, but he narrowed it down to one single person in particular. Bernd Brandes had typed a short but intimate response on the Cannibal Cafe forums that instantly caught Armin's attention. "I am 36 years old," he wrote, 175 centimeters and weight 72 kilograms. He then added, "I hope you are really serious about it because I really want it." The two began messaging each other, and soon they had fallen in love with a passion and hunger that only two people with a fetish for cannibalism could share. Bernd lived nearby, and they arranged a date and time that was most convenient for him to be killed and eaten. The two could not be happier about the fatal relationship and regularly bantered back and forth. On the day before their date, Bernd wrote, quote-unquote, "I'll bring myself for breakfast," at which point Armin replied, "I'll have an appetite, rely on it." Bernd arrived at Armin's farmland estate and entered a soundproofed slaughter room. Here, they discussed a mutual interest in computers while smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee. It was as if they were old friends and nothing out of the ordinary was about to happen. Bernd suddenly began to have a change of heart and wanted to leave. He was persuaded at the last minute by his cannibal lover to stay. They had physical relations with each other, and then Bernd chased 20 sleeping pills with half a bottle of liquor and prepared to die. He passed out a short time later. Armin put Bernd in a bathtub. He set up a camera and recorded every last moment as he calmly removed Bernd's genitals and fried them to eat. He then read a Star Trek novel as he waited for Bernd to die in the bathtub, checking his friend's vital signs every 15 minutes to see if he had finally passed. When hours had passed by, he grew tired of waiting and stabbed his lover in the neck to hurry things up. Then he chopped him into pieces to save for later. Oh, and he buried the head in his garden too. Armin later recounted to authorities in detail how he prepared for his first act of cannibalism. First, he decorated the table with the nicest candles that he could find to set the right kind of mood. Then, he bit into a cut of rump steak that had been taken directly from Bernd's back. He described the taste of Bernd to authorities as pork, yet much stronger. It was a taste he had yearned for over 40 years to taste. He had first thought of eating someone when he was a small child. Psychologists say that Armin and others like him sexualized cannibalism as a way to keep people in his life forever. As a child, Armin was abandoned by his entire family at a young age and grew very bitter as a result. This was around the time that he began to think about eating people for the very first time at just 8 years old. To put it very simply, eating people was Armin's way of making sure that he could never be left by them again. You would think that Armin would have been satisfied for a while after this encounter, but he was not done yet at all.
If you kill someone, then they're gone forever now. That defeats the whole purpose.
Emboldened by the relative ease of his recent kill, he quickly went back to the deep web to find more people to devour. Unsurprisingly, he eventually creeped out enough people with his confessions that one person alerted the authorities and explained to them that a man was going around openly admitting to murder and cannibalism online. When police traveled to Armin's farmhouse to investigate further, they could find nothing out of the ordinary at first. It seemed like he was going to get away with his crime. When they looked at his freezer, however, they saw that it had a false bottom. Underneath, there was a weird-looking meat inside. At first, Armin said that this was from a wild pig he had killed and slaughtered, but they quickly determined that this was human flesh. Byrne had been frozen and was being saved for later. At his trial, Armin said the only thing that he was guilty of was giving Byrne a nice death. In fact, since they were both consenting to do this, Armin argued that no murder had taken place at all. This was a mercy killing instead, his lawyers argued. They had Byrne on tape giving consent to be killed right up until the very last minute. His victim, if he could be called that, appeared at ease the entire time. A judge reluctantly agreed that this was technically not murder under the current laws, but rather simply a case where two lunatics accidentally discovered each other and followed through with a sick plan. Still, Armin was sentenced to a mere 8.5 years in prison at first. Later, he was put on a retrial and given a life sentence. Although this story happened 15 years ago, there are still plenty of websites centered around cannibalism. Some of them are how-to guides for preparing bodies to eat, and others offer advice for disposing of non-edible parts. Only one can imagine how many people actually put the advice to good use, and how many more Armins there are out there in the deep web looking to meet their burned. One last thing, in an ironic twist, news outlets have since reported that the cannibal has allegedly gone vegetarian. Number 1.
What? The Thing in the Basement.
No. What thing
the
in the
title
basement?
of the YouTube channel Donnie Drunkard may seem a bit comical, but the content of the channel is anything but. You see, the channel owner Mark is a paranormal investigator. He claims that an evil spirit, possibly even a demonic force, followed him home after one of his investigations. He says that the spirit now haunts him.
See, and that's why I don't go to haunted houses. No! Don't give me the 3 million subs, please. Do not subscribe, because if I get the 3 million subs, I'm gonna have to go to a haunted house. And if I get haunted, I'm all y'all up. Personally, I'll find you. Twitter, Instagram, you left some footprints somewhere. I saw you like, comment, and subscribe, mother.
And terrorizes him on a daily basis.
Come on. Think something's down here?
He has set up a motion-activated camera in his basement to record, as this is where most of the strange activity takes place. In this video, Mark claims that he was upstairs in his house when he was attacked by the shadow figure. He says that he felt a hard slap across his face and darted into his bedroom to hide with his very freaked out dog, Terry. Mark began recording with his phone.
Are you okay? You okay? Thank you. You're a good boy, eh? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. You're a tough guy, eh? You wait here. Yeah, I'd be there.
Wait here. No, I sent the dog out first. No, man's best friend. Here you go. Time to earn that bowl and kibble. Go on out there. Talk to. Just let me know. Let me know what happened. If you come back safe, then I'll know it's safe for me. If not, well, then the man's best friend just got old yellered. I'm not doing it.
Nope. I'll be right back.
Nope.
Come right back.
No. No. Quit playing. No. Don't open it. What are you doing? To lose his anus. He about to lose his anus. He about to lose his anus. Help. It just stopped. It stopped by itself. It stopped. This way. No. Please don't. Please don't. No. No. What you doing? Quit playing, man. Quit playing. Quit playing. Woo!
Straight girl.
Man, y'all. It ain't supporting me. Wow. What a man does when he is scared is private.
Not on your channel.
Oh. Please don't do this. Help. Pimp down. Pimp in distress. Kaplan! Ah!
That was way more manly, though. He definitely sounded like a man in danger, not a 14-year-old girl.
Shut up! Y'all never understand. Bro, it's down there waiting for him. It's down there waiting for him. It's waiting for him. Goodbye.
With all of the creepy activity going on, Mark decides to retreat back upstairs. But meanwhile, his basement camera records something truly bizarre that occurs at the same time.
What the hell? What?
Now, the strange noises could possibly be explained as, well, anything. But just what is this? Let me know what you think.
Aladdin's magic carpet. I'll take that for $800.
You can watch Mark's continuing story along with frequent updates over on his channel, Donnie Drunkard.
Won't be doing that. Nope.
In the Shadows. Over on the YouTube channel, The Abandoned Prepper, an urban explorer named Adam checks out creepy abandoned houses and locations in Wales. Now, it should be noted that Adam is not a ghost hunter, but when he explores a place called the Summer House, which has a dark history, things get a bit weird.
So the owner of this house bought it for his son. As the son was moving in, he actually crashed his car and died, and then didn't end up moving in. So yeah, the guy said it was cursed and didn't want to move in. Yeah, I'll just have a quick look at these stairs.
From the rotten floors to the decomposing walls, it's obvious that the large house has been abandoned and neglected for many years. As Adam makes his way around the premises, he begins to get the sense that he might not be alone.
Well, that's weird. I can hear something. I'm guessing it's just the wind.
But things get stranger. Without even noticing, Adam catches this on camera.
Right. Here we go.
Did you see it?
No.
Watch again. And this isn't Adam's only encounter with whoever or whatever this is. While exploring the pool area, he catches some movement out of the corner of his eye.
And then the pool? What was that?
Nope. Absolutely not.
The pool?
Nope.
What was that?
Well,
Adam decides
what that was the first sign of many that I should probably get the out of here. Oh boy.
Right, guys. Oh, my head's gone. I thought I seen something in the window, so I've looked back on my footage, and then I don't know. I seen a shadow go past the window, so I've just f***ing legged it. I wasn't gonna stick around, guys. I'm not a ghost hunter. Do you know what I mean?
So, was this just another explorer?
No.
Or perhaps a homeless person lurking in the shadows?
No.
Or did Adam catch something paranormal on camera? You decide. You can check out Adam's channel, The Abandoned Prepper, for more of his creepy urban explorations. Deconstruction. This next clip is from a Chinese ghost hunter named Xiao Long, who broadcasts his investigations live on a Chinese streaming service. Xiao Long and his friend are exploring an abandoned building that is said to be haunted by the ghost of a construction worker who lost his life while working on the building. As they begin their investigation, creepy things start to happen immediately.
都能上楼吗？ 咋的了？我操！我操！我刚才看着好像鸡巴干活的。你滚他妈了个逼的！真的。哎，搁哪呀？让大家走过去了。
One of the explorers swears that he saw a worker dressed in construction clothes walk through the lobby downstairs, but his friend doesn't seem to believe him. He shrugs it off and they continue their investigation.
I wouldn't have believed him either.
这屋里进不了，进不了，别进！啊！哎呦我操你妈的！啊！哎呦我操！ 有人！操你妈！这方面全鸡巴那啥，这好个板驴子呢！我操你妈！哎呦我咋来了？我操你妈！厕所里有人！在啊！在哪呢？我操你妈！搁这！ 哎！我操你妈不对呀！你咋的了？你咋的了，里头点儿？啊！我操你妈！
Again, the same explorer claims to have seen someone, but again, his friend thinks he's just being hysterical.
I don't know, man. I mean, doesn't look right. Come on, baby. Shake it off. Shake it off. You tripping, baby.
Now, before we go any further, I should point out that unlike the Saudi Arabian ghost hunters who pray to ward off evil spirits, the Chinese believe that cursing and acting angry will scare away evil ghosts and demons. And you'll see what I mean.
操你妈的！哎，我操你妈呀！我操你妈！哎！
Crying. Oh, that is the greatest.
出来！我操你妈！出来！操你妈的！谁？我操！哎呦我操你！你过来！你们过去，我怎么不敢去？出来！操他妈谁呀？是这屋吗？谁？出来！哎！我操！我操你妈！你出来！我操你妈的！门后边是吗？出来！
And yet again, one of the explorers sees what looks like a man in a red hard hat peering from behind a door. This time, he even manages to capture it on camera. But yet again, his friend doesn't believe him. That is, until everything suddenly takes a terrifying turn.
Yep, his friends got the right idea. Yep, this. I don't wait. I'm not with this. Bro, if I ever went ghost hunting, that's all that would be. Man, this. Nope. Nope, absolutely not. Nope. 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 Yep, there you go. Yep. There it is.
As they make their escape, the building seems to be crashing down all around them. One of them falls right through an open hole in the floor. Luckily,
I'd have left that. I'd have left that. Nope. Cause see, if I'm running from something, I don't gotta outrun the whatever I'm running from, be it a ghost or a dragon or a Mexican. Like I ain't gotta outrun what I'm running from. I just gotta make sure I bring a fat person with me that when I outrun them, they get aided on. Say I'm wrong.
they eventually manage to make it outside the building to safety. So, what do you think? Did they catch extreme footage of an angry construction worker ghost on their live stream? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Since Xiaolong's videos are not on YouTube and would be almost impossible to find for non-Chinese speakers, I've included links down in the video description. I also want to say a huge thank you to Chinese artist Hono, who suggested, translated, and even helped research this video. Face the music. On the channel Mindseed TV, paranormal investigator Casey Nolan and his crew investigate allegedly haunted houses and locations. In this video, they're investigating a house in Tennessee that the owner claims is home to a dark presence.
My grandfather Jack died here a couple months ago. He left the house to me in his will. But when I'm here staying the night, I notice a presence that I do not recognize. And it's becoming kind of difficult for me to deal with. There's just some weird shit going on in this house that I don't have words to explain.
The house's owner says that he's seen and heard things around the house that are downright chilling, like unexplained strange sounds and doors and cabinets opening on their own. The guys catch some odd noises on their spirit box and a strange reflection in a window. But by far, the creepiest activity seems to be centered around an old piano in the house's hallway.
I'd have sold that. Damn that.
Did you hear the piano for just a second?
I got 2 fingers.
Nope, because if you ever feel like you're being haunted, the best way to fix it is to make it more haunted. That's where Ouija board comes in. That's always a good idea.
Fingers on, I'm barely touching. I think it's going to no. That's what it's looking like. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's going past the letter.
Stupid. Stupid. There you
Do
go.
you no longer want to communicate with us? Bro, you know what? Let's just end this. Yeah, I want to see what's going on.
They head to the piano to investigate the strange single notes that they keep hearing. And then things get truly bizarre.
Is that you playing the piano? I don't see any more of the keys pushed down. If that was you, can you do it again?
No.
Come on, we're here now. We've got the cameras on you. And go ahead, make a sound.
Fuck it, I'll do it.
Yeah. Can you give us a little sound?
Dude.
As one of the investigators strikes a note on the piano keyboard, the doors in the house and even the very building itself seems to shake on its foundation. The Mineshaft TV guys have had enough and decide to just get out of there. But the creepy noises inside the house continue behind them as they leave.
There's no way.
The guys say that the presence in the house seemed just a bit too dangerous to continue their investigation.
Say what you want about us being cowards or whatever, but when you're dealing with a presence like that is trying to take action against you, it's not a game. We're not there to get hurt.
You can watch this full investigation, as well as the team's other weekly paranormal investigations, over on their channel, Mineshaft TV.
I'm already scared. Is that bad? I just jumped off of
By
this.
ghosts caught on camera. A spiteful spirit.
No.
Over on the British ghost hunting channel, Moxley's Crazy Adventures, the crew is investigating an old abandoned farmhouse that was built in the 1800s. The last person to live in the house is said to have been a lone farmer who passed away in 2007. Local rumors claim that this farmer had a dark interest in the occult. As soon as the ghost hunters enter the house, they begin to hear strange noises.
I'm with you, okay? What was that? I am not like someone's upstairs,
Yo!
Upstairs, the group decides to turn off their lights just to see what will happen.
Really? That's what's good in the streets? Who gave you survival training? I tell you right now, it doesn't look like y'all gonna make it. Word? Oh yeah, we're in this haunted house. We heard terrible sounds. Let's turn off all the lights. Nothing bad can happen. These people never seen no scary movies. Y'all gotta do better than this.
Go well.
No!
Gotta go lights out and do some calling out.
No!
In the dark.
No! Don't do this. Don't do it, baby!
Well, I'm gonna switch my light on.
Quit playing!
Completely on. Right, see if we can get some calling.
Quit playing!
Is there any spirits here with us?
Quit playing!
Would you make any bang for us?
No! No!
Come on, do something.
No, don't do something.
To affect one.
Why have you never seen Paranormal Activity? Why are you gonna antagonize it? I'm stalling. I don't want to see this. Oh.
Whoa! What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
I just got pushed.
What?
I just got pushed. I got hit.
Really?
Yeah.
Slam the door for.
Is she bad too? I'd have to take her in one of the rooms and, you know, and just have her turn off the cameras or keep them on. To tell you the truth, she probably a freak. I mean, we just for the documentary, sex. We're gonna edit that out. Edit that out.
Oh, come on.
Right now, I've just been pushed.
Don't close
I got
it.
hit on my left arm.
Don't,
and I'm not
don't
very
close that.
happy with that one.
Don't
That
you do it.
scared me.
Don't you antagonize him. Don't you antagonize him, baby.
It's not working.
It's playing up, shall I say.
And that's fully charged.
It seems that whatever spirit resides in the house has a strange anger towards women.
I just didn't.
Right, whatever it is does not like you.
I don't like it. Neither.
Come on, do something now, you coward. Oh. Oh, my heart's going.
You don't call him a coward? Word?
Is that something on the stairs, hen?
Please
Oh,
don't.
my eye's pounding. Right, stuff is happening in here. Just stay close, stay in front of me, get in front of me.
And then things get even more bizarre.
No. Ah! Oh, he was having at her. He had my idea. I mean, except without the taking it. I'd have asked for a piece. I just got a piece of it. I wouldn't have yanked her in the room and closed the door. It was like a slight nudge. Hey, come this way. Emphasis on the word come. Hopefully. No? You right. Hey, just a little taste.
You can't use come and a little taste in the same phrase.
I wasn't gonna be the one tasting it. That's not my part. That's not the part I'd have played in that situation. What? 'Tis the season, huh? Y'all out in the giving mood? Back shots, that's a gift. What?
Female member of the ghost hunting crew, Felicity, says that something pulled her into a room and drug her across the dirty floor.
Yeah, that really looks like that's what happened. That does not look staged. Yep. He was in there giving her the old heave-ho. Oh, just lucky for her it was over quickly. But that's not funny though. They like it when it's quick. No? I'm gonna edit that out. Yep. What the damn? Dude, he's ruining her
He
inside.
hears more noises in the house and heads downstairs to investigate.
There's somebody there, show
Why are you still investigating?
We know you like to bully women. Bully one of us. Bully one of the men.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. No! No! Run, ho!
Come on.
Run!
Moss angle.
Come on, bro. Carry on, stop.
Beat it, Trick! Yep. Yeah, you better get out of that.
Wow. Whoa. It's like something was in that room.
No.
And after that, they decide that they've seen enough and make a quick exit. You can
This whole snatched.
the thing in the cabinet.
Oh, shit! What was that?
Hey. When the father reviews his footage later, he notices that a tiny, pale little hand seems to quickly reach out of the darkness, as if grabbing for his daughter's arm. So, is this a ghost caught on camera, or just some decent effects work?
This is a really, really, really big rat. Like, they've got real infestation problems. That is a rough one, man. Look, you can have my baby. She obviously haunted. It ain't that serious. I'll make another one. Hey. I've seen Paranormal Activity.
Let me know what you think.
Oh no. I don't want to
Boy
think nothing.
in the Basement.
Oh, word? They got...
On the YouTube channel The Haunted Side, paranormal investigator Patrick and his cameraman Jason are investigating the infamous Truckee River house near Reno, Nevada. It is said that back in the 1940s, a family of 5 lost their lives in the house under brutal circumstances. All of them were the victims of a deranged drifter who broke into the house in the middle of the night. The Haunted Side team experiences equipment problems throughout their investigation, and some of these technical glitches are just downright creepy.
It's going up. There it goes again. My camera just shut off. Where are you now? Patrick. Patrick! Patrick, where are you? I'm over here. Dude, one of our night vision cameras has dropped.
It looks as if something just pushes the night vision camera over. Here's the view from the camera that was pushed.
Patrick. Patrick!
Ooh!
At some point, they begin to hear strange noises coming from the house's basement.
No. Nope. Absolutely not.
Did you hear that?
No.
I heard like a young sounding, like almost cry. Like, ah, but like young. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? We keep hearing what sounds like a little boy crying or like some kind of whimpering sound down in that second basement.
The guys head down to investigate.
Absolutely not. Nope.
Please tell us something.
Don't. Ouch!
Was that you?
No, sir, I haven't moved.
Please tell us something.
While in the basement, they hear some odd, unexplained sounds. But now, this is where the investigation truly goes off the rails.
No. No. These dirty. Don't nobody give a about no voodoo. Out of here. Hey. Voodoo. Hey, my mixtape. How annoying that is.
Hey man, I heard your mixtape, man. That fire. So. Oh, really? Yeah. I was gonna buy it. I didn't have any change on me though. Oh, for real? Yeah. So I saw you at the club. Ballin'. Shot calling. No, that wasn't me. Flossing. That wasn't me. You had on your name tag. Could be another Randy, man. Your mixtape was pretty fire. Name track 9. Pony by Genuine? My pony, let's do it. Ride it. My pony. There's no hard feelings, man. You know what? That's cool. You gonna let me go? Alright, cool, man. Young Moolah, baby.
And we're back, people.
The side team was experiencing strange things while in the basement. Just look at what they caught on camera while walking around outside the house.
What we didn't realize is that we were about to capture something super creepy, and keep in mind it's only Jason and myself there. If you look closely, it appears that a hand is sticking out of the basement window.
What
and
the?
As soon as we turn the corner, it quickly retreats back inside.
No! No!
Something that looks like a child's arm seems to be reaching out of the basement window. The Haunted Side team says that they didn't even notice this chilling sight until they watched their video footage back later. You can watch the entire investigation of the Truckee River house over on their channel, The Haunted Side Paranormal Investigations. Inside Out. Twitter user iPanzu says that his house is haunted. He claims that one night his motion-activated security cameras caught some absolutely chilling events. Someone seems to walk up and crouch down near the gate outside his home, and then simply vanish. But only seconds later, now inside his house, something even stranger occurs.
Shut up. Baby ghost, no.
Semi-transparent figure of a little boy runs by and seems to crouch down as if to pick up something. And then a chair flies violently across the room. Ipansu has not reported any other paranormal activity after this single set of strange events. So is this a random haunting, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. The Cursed Land. In this video, we're gonna check back in with Saudi ghost hunter Adventure Allah. This video was compiled from two separate videos of Allah checking out an abandoned neighborhood of supposedly haunted houses. Locals refer to the area in the video as, quote, the Cursed Land. First off, Allah sees something bizarre at one of the abandoned houses and goes to investigate.
Bismillah. Allahu la ilaha illa huwa.
I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I ain't the type of person to really pry into people's religious beliefs, but I don't know if whatever religion he's in loves him as much as he loves it. Because if that religion has him in all of these haunted houses, bruh, you should switch over to something else. Like Super Smash Brothers Ultimate or something, man. You just stop what you're doing, man, because it doesn't.
الحي القيوم.
No.
لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم. له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض. من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه. يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم.
Get out of there! What are you doing?
من علمه إلا بما شاء.
Shut the
وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما.
Bro, the ghosts don't give a about none of that. The ghosts don't care. Why are you doing it? I don't like this dude. Come on, bruh. The ghosts don't give a about none of that. None of the scriptures you read, bruh. Let it go.
Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore.
Dude, play too much. Play! Bruh,
when Allah tracks down the window that was opening and shutting on its own, he probably wishes he hadn't found it.
Quinn, hey, don't you do it! Right? No!
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
How does this go for you? Pick a new job.
As Allah enters another house, we see a heavy water tank on the floor, which he tries to move, but it won't budge.
Bismillah.
Bro, I love how he tries to yell it out like the ghost is supposed to like hear that and then be like, oh man, dang, he with Allah. All right, leave him alone, guys.
You have to say
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
Say it with us.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
Oh man.
Bismillah الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء.
Yep, there you go.
في الأرض ولا
Yep, there you go. Yep. This ought to work. Yep, there you go. Let him know.
الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم.
Bro, shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
له ما في السماوات وما في
Shut up!
من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه.
Do this.
But later on, as Ala heads back to the room, the water tank seems much more mobile.
بسم الله بسم الله.
Oh my God!
الرحمن الرحيم.
Bro!
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما.
I swear to God, if I was with this dude, I would walk around with him just doing this the whole time. Like, what are you doing? Is this working?
من شر ما خلق.
Has Allah saved you from any of this stuff happening?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الله لا
To
إله
let
إلا
it
هو
go.
الحي القيوم. لا تأخذه سنة.
Why are you still there? Oh boy. Wait, what are you doing?
له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض. أوف. أوف.
What's that sound? Is that footsteps?
بسم الله. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر.
Bro, this dude is foolish, man. What are you doing, baby?
Eventually, Allah has had enough and decides to just get out of there.
No, you got it. How about you hit up Allah on speed dial, see if he'll come through and save you from this.
أنا والله العظيم جاتني طاقة سلبية قوية.
Yeah, well, I bet you feeling negative energy. Oh. You about to feel it right in your anus. Any second. Man, I'd have run and dove through one of them windows like John Wick. Nope. Not me.
And by the way, on a lighter note, it's not always easy being a Saudi door-kicking ghost hunter, especially when you Bismillah kick the shoe right off your foot.
بداية المغامرة يا أخوان. بسم الله.
Thanks for watching.
My name is Ethan, and I'm a photographer. I took a trip last year with my wife to the Colorado mountains for an art project. My wife is also an avid skier, so she talked me into adding skiing into the trip. We had the option to book a room at a ski resort or rent out a private log cabin. The second one seemed more romantic, so I picked that one. Plus, it didn't hurt that it was cheaper. The cabin was nothing luxurious or anything. It was a single floor, 4-room little thing. A 2-person bedroom, a small living room, a kitchen, and a bathroom. It may have been small, but the actual idea of being secluded in a warm log cabin during a blizzard was amazing. However, the storm was interfering with the cable signal, so we didn't have much to do this one particular evening. It was just starting to get dark out at this point, but there was still a decent amount of light outside, so I thought it would be perfect for getting a few shots and videos in the blizzard for backgrounds and wallpapers. I told my wife I'd be back within 10 minutes and slipped on my boots and coat. The moment I stepped outside and shut the door, I noticed footsteps leading up to the door in the snow that had blown under the wooden awning. I could see the prints doubled, as whoever left them there turned and went the opposite direction. I was freaked the fuck out, but I wasn't about to go inside and scare my
Yeah, that'd scare anybody.
wife. I decided to give in to my curiosity and followed the prints to the right side of the cabin. Right away, I noticed that they led to the bedroom window. My heart froze in fear when I saw this. I could see my wife sitting on the bed using her iPad. She noticed me and I waved. She laughed. I continued to follow the footprints around the cabin to the other side. They led to the living room window on the other side. Someone was stalking us, but how long ago was the question? I found myself standing there for a good minute asking myself if I should follow the footprints anymore. For
Bro, you need to go buy you a gun is what you need to do.
whatever reason, I decided I would. They were now leading away from the cabin. I knew I was following the prints to where this person was going, not coming from, simply by the boot marks. I followed the prints away from the opening and into the trees. That was where I saw him. A man wearing a black coat facing a tree, slouched down looking at the ground. He was still as a statue, and I could see the snow piling up on his hood and shoulders. I froze in my tracks, trying not to make a sound.
I bet you'd wish you'd gotten that gun now.
I would have thought to ask him if he needed help otherwise, but this guy was just standing there not doing anything, like some kind of deranged freak. I started to gradually move backwards without even turning around, making sure this man didn't turn around or notice me. When I got at a visual distance, I turned around and stomped through the snow back to the cabin. When I slammed the door shut, my wife came over to see what was wrong. I saw worry in her eyes. I guess she saw the worry in mine. She knew I saw something, and after a few minutes of harassment, I finally told her what I saw. She immediately started packing her things, telling me we're leaving right away. I told her no, we're not going anywhere.
No,
I would not get a refund.
No! I'd have left him if I was the wife.
For leaving early, and I wasn't about to up and leave just because some weird guy was walking around outside. She made a point of locking both locks on the door and making sure all of the windows were sealed shut. For the rest of the night, we read stuff on our iPads. I reviewed the pictures and videos I had taken so far. We turned out the lights early as there wasn't much else to do. What if he's still out there? I remember my wife asking me. There's no way he's still out there, I then assured her. Listening to the wind blowing outside, along with the small flakes of snow hitting the windows, was strangely relaxing, and I knew I'd be able to fall asleep quickly. Except if it wasn't for the knock at the bedroom window. We were both still awake, and we both knew it was a knock from a person. I ushered my wife out of bed and out into the living room without turning on any lights. There was nothing to use as a weapon whatsoever. Our only option was to run before something might happen.
Oh look, you should have left like your wife said, or just got the gun like I said, but...
I told my wife we'd have to forget our luggage and make a dash for the Jeep. We slipped on our boots and coats in the dark in a matter of seconds, and when we heard a knock at the living room window from the opposite side of our car, we took that opportunity to run. I pressed the unlock button, so grateful I chose to have remote locks on my Wrangler, and we hopped in. The car started with ease, and as soon as the headlights flashed on, the man was standing facing the log cabin on our side now. Not a window, just facing the wall of the cabin in the same position I had seen him in earlier, as if he were hiding his face. We drove to the nearby ski resort without much trouble in the Jeep. We stayed there for the night and went back the next day to the log cabin to collect our things we left behind. He wasn't there.
Always make sure to keep the toast on you. You know what I'm saying? If you going out of anywhere, especially if it's gonna be in the middle of nowhere. Oh, you.
A couple weeks ago, my dad came home and pitched me a small job offer. One of his coworkers was going away for a few days and needed somebody he could trust to watch over his house. The reason my dad pitched this to me was because the man's house has a big CCTV system, basically a camera in every room, and then an operating desk where all screens could be watched on a big monitor. And I'm a computer science major, so my dad just always assumes that I know how to work anything technological. The man told my dad that he'd pay me $200 for the 2 days just to watch the house. Whatever that meant. My dad drove me to the house and introduced me to the man, whose name doesn't matter. The man made it seem like he preferred I stay in the upstairs room with the monitors as opposed to roaming the house all day. That was fine with me though. So when I wasn't eating, I was mostly just sitting in that room with the TV on in the background.
Why did that box in the freezer say fish dicks on it? Is that a real food? Like, is that like a legitimate snack of choice to pass the time? I don't know why that's so funny to me.
And doing schoolwork on my laptop.
Ironically, the thing I was doing the least was keeping an eye on the monitors. Night came. I started wondering where in the house I should sleep, since surprisingly, we hadn't discussed that. So I sat back down at the desk and looked at all the different rooms on the screens to see which rooms had beds or couches. I noticed something I wasn't expecting to notice though. The back screen door was open downstairs. I didn't remember it being open. I looked through each and every camera screen in a panic. In the living room, a closet door was open. This one I knew wasn't open earlier. I texted my dad to call the man and ask him if he came back home. Meanwhile, I continued watching the screen. On the grainy, dark image, a tall person who resembled only a black shadow on the screen stepped out from the closet. I pulled my arms off the desk as I covered my mouth with my hands in shock. As I did this, however, my left elbow pulled some heavy object from the desk onto the floor, creating a big thud. The person in the image very clearly moved their head up to the ceiling as a response to the noise. They went for the stairs, walking up very, very slowly, step by step. Meanwhile, I got a text back from my dad saying, "No, he's not. I just spoke to him half an hour ago. Why?" I got so caught up in my phone texting my dad to send help that I didn't even pay attention to the monitor. There was a knock at the door. I looked at it and then the screens. The first screen I laid my eyes on was the one showing the person outside the door to the room I was in. When I remembered that door had no lock, the only thing I could think to do was jump out the window into the bushes below.
Black people! Telling you, man, that shit's a superpower. Shit gets real, bruh. I don't care what I gotta jump out of. Cars, windows, women's vaginas. Like, you gotta jump, whatever you gotta pull out and jump out of. Living is important where I'm from.
I ran halfway down the block and then stopped when my dad called me. I had him call his friend and ask him if he was expecting somebody in the house. The man said he had no relatives or friends who had his key or would ever let themselves into his home. So he called the cops and had them review the footage. I got to watch all of it, and it showed everything. From the moment the intruder broke the glass to the backyard door, to the moment I jumped out the window and him running away shortly after. The intruder was never found. The footage was just too dark to identify his face.
This happened 4 years ago when I was still in high school. I was told to do my last delivery of my shift. I got in my car, which was a 1999 Camry, perfect for delivering pizzas.
It really is.
I GPSed the address on my phone. I live upstate in the country, so all pizza deliveries were long drives. I remember the sun was starting to set, so it was probably around 7 o'clock. I'd say after a good 15 minutes of driving through the foresty dirt roads, my GPS said I had arrived. It was an old little cottage-like house made almost entirely of wood. It was sitting all by itself in the middle of absolutely nothing but forest. The lawn was completely unkept, as the grass was almost at knee height. I was used to this kind of thing, so I didn't think much of it. I took the pizza to the front door. There was no doorbell, so I knocked loudly on the door. Within 10 seconds, I heard the sound of footsteps hitting wood on the inside of the house. The footsteps made it to the door and stopped. I started to feel uneasy. I got the feeling that I was being watched. And that's when I noticed there was a peephole in the door. "It's the pizza guy," I called out. I heard a low, harsh-sounding voice on the other side of the door, telling me to bring the pizza out back. I didn't like the idea of going back there. Something didn't seem right.
Pistol? You feel me? Gotta keep the strap on you. I used to be a pizza guy, actually, and oh man, at least 2 times, someone almost got beaten with their own pizza.
"Are you sure, sir?" I called out. He didn't answer my question. The sound of footsteps didn't move away from the door, so I had the feeling he was still watching me. I almost found myself walking back to my car, but I decided I didn't want any trouble with my boss. The last time I brought a pizza back, he gave me attitude, so I reluctantly walked through the uncut grass and around the small house to the back. I remember there was a shed and a little patio back there. In the patio, there was a table with 4 chairs surrounding it. In one of the chairs, facing away from me, I saw the head of somebody sitting in the seat. I began walking over and said, "Excuse me," but the person didn't even move an inch. "Excuse me," I said again louder. Then from behind me, I heard, "Psst, over here." I turned around to see a man poking his head out from the corner of the house, looking at me with a crazed smile. "Come over here, I want to show you something."
Yep, you gonna see it real close when I shoot you in your goddamn kneecap, because below the waist is not attempted murder. Don't ask me why I know that. Woo!
I freaked out, turned around, and ran around the house in the opposite direction, back to my car. For some reason, still holding.
We ain't even gonna talk about the little grudge chick swinging on a swing set.
The pizza. I got in my car, started it, and got away from there. On my way back to the pizzeria, I pulled over to the side of the road and called the police. Eventually, I was informed that there was no sign of anybody having been in that house for a long time. I quit my delivery job a few days after that. I have no idea what would have happened to me had I gone up to that man, but to this day, I still wish I had just turned my head to see who or what was sitting in that patio chair.
See, and that's what makes Llama Art so good at his animations, man. I swear to God, because that dead body, it looks like it's staring directly into your freaking soul.
It was during a blizzard in Valley Stream. I was getting paid $250 to watch some couple's kid while they went away for the weekend. His name was Matthew. This took place on the first night, which was a Friday night.
That's good money.
Matthew was already supposedly asleep while I was in the living room watching a movie. I got a knock at the door and looked at the clock. It was close to midnight.
No.
There was no way I was opening it.
Ooh, I had that happen to me, bro. I had these two try to rob me at my old apartment. I'm gonna tell y'all the story at the end of this video. That's literally a real life scary story for me, because I was living in the projects at the time, and it was like maybe like 4 months before I had ever started making YouTube videos. Bruh.
Not even 10 seconds later, I heard the sound of 2 or 3 men angrily banging on the door, telling me to open up. I felt like my heart was about to stop.
I'm going out the window. I'm going out the window.
I peeked through the blinds, and there was somebody standing right on the other side of the window. I fell back in fear.
No.
And after managing to get back on my feet, I ran to the kitchen phone first thing to call the police. They said because of the weather,
I jump scared so bad I knocked my camera off the thing, bruh.
I was told to take the child and hide somewhere until an officer arrived.
Look,
they wanted to.
You take the child, use him as bait, throw him out there. People like kids, they're tender. Not my kid.
Keep me on the line, but I wasn't thinking clearly in the heat of the moment and hung up. However, it wasn't until I ran through the living room that I realized the banging had stopped. I took a second peek through the living room window. Nobody was there now. I heard the sound of glass shattering from a few rooms over. My knees started to feel weak as I realized they had just broken the window and were about to climb into the house. I had to run and get Matthew. I couldn't just leave without him. Of course, when I got upstairs, there was no time left to run back downstairs, as I already heard footsteps and laughter coming from downstairs. I covered Matthew's mouth with my hand as I ran with him into his toy closet. A few minutes dragged on to what felt like half an hour as we sat there in the dark closet. Matthew began to squeal as footsteps on the carpet reached the outside of his bedroom door. There was more than one person. They came inside. There weren't many places to hide in this room. I was actually reflecting on my whole life, so sure I was gonna die. We heard the sound of a police siren outside, even from in the closet, and then I heard one of the men in the room mutter, "Aw, shit." I opened the door back up as I heard at least 3 pairs of footsteps hurriedly rushing down the stairs. They didn't get far, as the police later found their footprints in the backyard, leading to our shed. There were 5 men in total, and they were all arrested.
Damn that. That's real.
This happened when I was 15 years old.
My best friend Anthony wanted me to come over for the night since his parents would be gone all weekend. I rode my bike over and put it in his backyard before letting myself in through his back door. We played basically every video game he had, from FIFA all the way to Call of Duty, with popcorn and other junk food spilled out all over the floor. As the night progressed, we moved from video games to watching half a movie and getting bored to doing prank calls at close to 10 o'clock.
I love that shit.
Anthony made a few calls to different pizza places. When it was my turn, I just dialed a few random numbers in hopes to get someone at their house. On, say, my 4th attempt, I finally reached somebody. A guy with a deep and rough voice picked up, answering with a yeah instead of a hello. Anthony's laughing in the background made me stumble with my words mid-sentence, ultimately cracking up into laughter. I had never done a prank call, so I sucked at it. The guy on the other end was silent. I regained a straight face.
Y'all can't hear it, but I just farted out of fear. We're gonna edit that out.
Sir, would it be alright if I borrowed one of the wheels from your car? What's your name, kid? My name is Bob. Really? You sure it's not Anthony? It hit me like a brick. I looked up at Anthony, whose face was noticeably full of fear. I hung up the phone, not wanting to be on the line with whoever that was for another second. Anthony, who the hell was that? I asked him. I don't know, he told me. Does your caller ID info display your name or something? No, it shows my dad's name. We hopped on the computer and did some research, trying to figure out how it was possible to get someone's name through their phone number. It didn't make sense how he could get Anthony's name so quickly. He was way too young at the time to be on any of those personal information sharing websites. We ended up asking a question on Yahoo Answers, since no one had a similar experience. The question turned up no answers. I suggested he call his dad, but he said he wasn't supposed to have anybody over for the weekend, so he didn't want to call. We planned on sleeping in the living room, so we just resumed watching the movie that we hadn't finished from earlier. Right after the phone call had left my mind, me and Anthony looked at each other when we heard his front storm door opening, and then the doorknob to the front door began to turn. It only was able to turn about halfway before the lock restricted it. Anthony turned off the TV, and I went over to the window to see who it was.
No!
I spread the blinds open. There was a tall guy standing outside. He noticed the blinds moving and turned to look at me. I practically threw the blinds back into
Man, I don't like this.
place. Me and Anthony hid in the kitchen, listening for any more noises. We heard the sound of the gate to the backyard opening, as it was right outside the kitchen window. God damn it, I said. I forgot to shut the back door. Anthony urged me to run and shut it. I made it to the hallway leading to his back door, and froze. There was a silhouette standing outside the back door. I don't think he noticed me, but he was surely looking into the house. He opened the door and stepped inside.
No, hell no.
I tiptoed to the kitchen and motioned for Anthony to follow me upstairs. We made it to his room as quietly as possible, pulling the door shut to avoid making any noise. We crawled under his bed. He had cloth covering the bottom of his bed, so you couldn't see anything under it unless you actually moved the cloth. The doors downstairs all opened, each one getting closer to the stairs. Thumps finally began up the stairs, and he was right outside the door now. The door to the room opened. I could hear Anthony's breathing. It was too loud.
Nigga!
Footsteps moved over to the closet, and then the closet opened. I could hear the coat hangers being slid around as the fabric of the jackets and coats rubbed against each other. Footsteps moved over to the bed and stopped. I felt like my heart was about to explode out of my chest. Anthony's breathing was too loud.
Oh, you kill him immediately. You kill your best friend right there. If I'm ever in a situation and some people are chasing me and the nigga next to me, regardless of who, family, friendship, or who it is, if he starts breathing loud, I will slit his throat myself.
I had to cover his mouth with my hand. Nothing but silence in the room now. We laid still for so long, I almost thought he wasn't even in the
I don't
room
want this.
anymore.
I don't want this. I don't want this.
I moved my hand away from Anthony's mouth and whispered in his ear, "You think we can make a run for it?"
I don't know. I'd be so scared. I'd probably get ass naked and jump from up under the bed and just start beating off ferociously. I don't know. Anything to scare somebody away.
He was about to answer when the most disturbing, memory-haunting scream I'd ever heard filled my ears as Anthony was seemingly dragged out from under the bed.
Better him than me!
I crawled out and saw him struggling with the man. I desperately looked around for anything to use as a weapon.
I'd have desperately looked around for an open window or a door to run out of. Every man for himself, Anthony! It's been a good 10 years!
I settled with the screwdriver sitting on his nightstand. I hurried over to the man and drove the screwdriver into his back. He let go of Anthony as he let out a scream of agony, giving us time to get the hell out of the house. Running onto the road would give away our position too easily. It would take too long to make it to his neighbor's house. We dove for the tree line in the woods and took cover behind a bush, watching the house. The back door opened as the man stepped outside, looking around the backyard. He then looked out to the woods. I felt his eyes pass me as he scanned through the tree line. It seemed that it was too dark for him to see us. Then, he turned his head back in our direction. I ducked behind the bush. "Joe, he's coming." "What?" "Dude, get up, we gotta run." He was right. The man was approaching us fast. How could he have seen us? We ran through the woods with the leaves crunching under us, giving away our position. When Anthony tripped over something, I crouched down.
I'm telling you, Anthony is a liability, bruh! There ain't that much friendship in the world!
With him, hoping we had run far enough.
Nope.
Not even 20 seconds later, oncoming footsteps from the direction we were running from came fast.
Anthony is on his own!
They slowed down only 2 trees away from us as we lay face down in the leaves. Moments later, the footsteps take off in another direction. We waited until we could no longer hear them and took off back in the direction of the house. While running, over the sound of leaves crushing and my heavy breathing, I could swear I heard leaves crushing from behind us. We made it back to his backyard, into his house, and this time remembering to shut the back door. We were now able to call the police. Anthony stayed on the line with them, while I patrolled the back windows, making sure nobody was out there. It was so dark though, I couldn't see anything. So I did something that seems stupid today. I turned on his backyard lights, and immediately in the distance, over by the woods, I saw him, standing in front of a big tree. He turned off back into the woods and disappeared out of sight. That was the last time me or Anthony ever saw him. I would be lying if I told you we heard the occasional knocks at our windows or something cliche. No, that was it. 5 years have passed and nothing has happened. Do I wonder if it was somehow linked to the prank call? Maybe. Does it make sense? Not really. But yeah, this was the story of how me and my still best friend Anthony almost died during a break-in.
So, let me hook y'all up with this quick little story. Bruh, so look. So this happened to me like, I want to say like maybe 4 years ago. I was living at University Park Apartments on Maryland Parkway and Flamingo, or at least really close to there. Anybody who's ever lived there knows that the place is like really, really, really ratchet. Like it's damn near the projects. I know a guy who got shot 8 times, I think, on his porch because he got into an argument with a guy the night before. That was literally one apartment down from mine. Another guy got shot at maybe 2 or 3 times right in front of my door. And they found a guy in 2 different parked cars. And by that I mean they had chopped him into pieces and put him in like different cars on different parts of the apartment complex. You can say this was a pretty bad area. It was about 3 a.m., yo, and I stay up all night for the most part, right? So on this night in particular, I was up playing video games and I was just having a good time in my drawers, man. Y'all already know what to do. I get a knock on my door. Don't ask me why. Loud knocks freak me the hell out, but they just freaking do. And so I'm like, who is it? And the person behind the door says to me, I'm here. I just bleeped out you know, that name because that's my sister's legitimate name. Now, that sister in particular, at that time was heavy into drugs. So anyone who knew my sister should not have known where I lived at. I took extreme precautions for my sister never to find out where I lived at. So you can imagine that when someone at 3 a.m. says, oh, we know your sister who is heavy into drugs and has robbed people and done a bunch of crazy stuff before, I did probably the dumbest thing that I could have done in the situation. I opened the door. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all and say I wasn't scared. I didn't have any weapons. I just don't like being put in precarious situations. So I was basically taught from where I lived at and all the situations I've been in is to basically meet every precariously dangerous situation with like even more anger or something. It's something. So it basically to face it head on, right? So I opened up the door. Now, I was scared, okay? They probably didn't know that, but I was shaking in my drawers, which is the only thing I had on, right? You know, I'm puffed up, I'm trying to look as big as possible, and I'm like, what's up? It's at that point that I noticed it's not one dude, it's two dudes. The dude who knocked on the door was wearing a trench coat with a hoodie on, which made no sense because this is Vegas and it's hot. It is really, really hot. It was summertime and it was like 90 degrees outside. The dude behind him is wearing a wife beater. Buff as olive and shit, bald, possibly a skinhead, I don't know. It just did not look or sound right. When I opened the door, they looked super duper nervous. And me, I'm nervous because they looking like they own some of that, you know what I mean, home invasion type shit. So I'm like, yo, what's up? And now that I think about it, this was probably either the smartest thing I could have done or either the dumbest thing I could have done. Because in their eyes, if a dude at 3 a.m. opens up his door and is mad aggressive at them, even though there's two of them and one of them is huge, I've got to know something that they don't. I probably look like I got all the pistols and or gangbanger friends in the back room, which is probably why they started apologizing so profusely, which is another alarm bell for me because why are you apologizing? You ain't do nothing, right? If you really know my sister the way you say you know my sister and or you're just showing up because you want to see where my sister is because they said, yo, we're here looking for, which makes no sense because my sister did not know my address. And even if she did, why would she send two trench coat, freaking wife beater, buff looking dudes at 3 a.m. here looking for me? Like, best case scenario, they were drug dealers that she owed them money and they were coming to one of the addresses that they got from her or someone else to where she could have been at to collect money, which is again, not better. It's still freaking bad. And they do that. If you don't have their money, they start going to your family's houses to look for your money. I used to live in areas, I've witnessed a bunch of this type of stuff happening. So I'm standing there and, you know, I'm in fight or flight, you know, and I didn't really have any place to run. There's no back doors in these apartments. The windows are all barred up. You know, what am I gonna do? I'm not just gonna turn around and let you have at it. You feel me? That's what happens in prison. I'm not in jail. Luckily enough for me, I guess the fact that I was so confidently angry and like aggressive towards them in my drawers, it freaked them out enough as to where it's like, this is not the house to rob. This is not the place to come back to. This is not the right one. We need weaker human to rob. So I forgot what they said when they left, because they left, I was you know what I mean? In my mind, I'm freaking out. I've got to hold composure. A lot of people think that when you live in the hood and when you're dealing with these type of situations, that you feel good doing it and it's easy. It's not. No matter how many of these dangerous situations you get put in, it's always fear. But when you live in the areas that I grew up in, you kind of learn to use fear as a sort of superpower to get you to do shit you know that you normally and rationally don't have the courage to do. That's why it's so funny to me whenever I see these rap videos and people like, yeah man, I'm in the hood and I got the gat on me and the strap and I love this stuff. Like, no, nigga, there ain't no love. Niggas ain't in the hood because they wanna be. Niggas in the hood because rent is like double in the suburbs. Shit, if not 4 times that. You know what I mean? Needless to say, they rode out. I was scared for like a full-on 3 weeks after that, because I thought that they were gonna go get more people and come back, but they never did. I never saw those guys again. The guys looked so freaking mean. And that's what it was. If you're looking for my sister at 3 a.m. in the morning, there's no reason to be mean mugging as hard as those guys were. At 3 a.m. in the morning, knocking on supposedly their friend's brother's door. That makes no sense. You know what I mean? Take it from me, man. Living in the hood sucks, bruh. When you get money, get the hell out. You see, I'm in the suburbs now. That's real. Shit, if you do get money and you live in the hood, leave and change all your friends. Don't be friends with nobody who ain't trying to come up the same way you is. You know what I'm saying? Because all you is, if you stay in the hood and you get money, is a lick. Or a sucker. In which case, suckers are meant to be licked. So you're still a lick, just slower and more wet. Yeah, that crap happened. I've got so many stories of stuff like that happening to me while living in the projects. I used to live in Joshua Village projects, and dude, there was a guy who was smashing, who I'm almost ashamed to say he was smashing my sister, and he was shermed out and had a gun on him, and apparently some people were looking for him, and God, Jesus. Oh, I'll tell y'all that story, I don't know, man, sometime later, man. I'll tell y'all that story later, man, but I'm glad that I wasn't put in a situation where I would have had to grab their penises and pull, because these niggas, the nigga in back was way bigger than me. I don't know what I would have had. I didn't have no weapons on me. You feel me? I basically bluffed. Dude, I've bluffed my way out of being shot at least 5 times, yo. And I'm not even joking. I remember one guy pulled a gun on me on the bus on Maryland Parkway because my little brother stepped on his shoe. He started, like, you know, with that thug woofing at my brother. And I'm like, yo, that's my little brother. He stepped on your shoe. You know, his bad, but you're not gonna, you know, aggressively come at my brother like that. What's up? And he pulled his gun out of his backpack. And I immediately started apologizing to that guy because he already had the gun out. What can I do? You know what I mean? Weirdly enough, I don't know how I was able to, but I literally was able to become friends with him in that situation at that moment. And then some other guy tried to pick on my little brother. And then that guy who just wanted to shoot me, like literally 4 minutes before, tried to fight that guy in front of his 2 kids. That's another story that I haven't told you guys. That I have so many stories that I'm remembering the stories. I need to start telling y'all stories, bro, because I got so many of them, and and whenever I get around a whole bunch of people, especially like white people, especially YouTubers and shit, and it's not no racist shit, but like white people who grow up in these type of areas, they don't never have those type of situations, luckily enough, like, because they're smart enough to stay the hell out of those areas. But you know me, I couldn't, because I didn't have no cheddar when I was younger, so I have a lot of these stories, man. And the worst thing, dude, so with that being said, man, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe to Llama Arts. This is like an hour-long video, man. This was not on purpose. Make sure to subscribe to Llama Arts. The link to the original video is in the description down below. I am going to finish doing more of these. And I'll tell another story in the next one. But you guys gotta make sure to go check out Llama Arts and watch the rest of the original video on his channel. Let go. But also subscribe to me, you know, because, you know, I said so. Hope you guys are having a great day. Twisms. Yeah.
Is one of the oldest prisons in the United States. In fact, after numerous horrifying attacks and homicides in the penitentiary, the U.S. Department of Justice named the prison one of the 10 most violent correctional facilities in the U.S. almost 1,000 men lost their lives in the West Virginia penitentiary, either by sickness, execution, or the frequent brutal attacks by fellow inmates.
Damn.
The Foreman brothers, Josh, Rocky, and Sean, from the YouTube channel Paranormal Nightmare, traveled to the small town of Moundsville to investigate the allegedly haunted West Virginia penitentiary.
Right now we're here at West Virginia State Penitentiary. We're gonna get started in the cell block area. This area here is where they housed most of the violent inmates.
In 1986, a brutal attack by a fellow inmate ended the life of prisoner Red Snyder. Many claim to have seen Red's ghost still walking the prison halls.
Red, my name's Josh. This is Rocky and Sean. They were talking about you earlier today, that one of your friends brutally murdered you right here in this cell.
Oh, they gonna antagonize him?
Can you see us?
No, yeah, bruh, don't.
Let us know if you're in here.
Don't do that.
And then whenever I stopped, it stopped. Then I asked.
Josh and Rocky Foreman head to the second floor cell block to do a spirit box session. They capture some very bizarre and unsettling responses.
Is this your cell? I'm no longer in prison. Where are you at if you're not in prison?
Are you free?
Can you still hear us? Yes? Can you say Josh?
God, absolutely cut.
Then say it. Say Josh.
Don't do it.
Yeah, just said Josh. I heard you.
The Foreman brothers reunite on the prison's main floor and are walking down the dark hallway when suddenly they see this.
Josh, Rocky heard that comfort zone again down there.
Oh, did you see that? I caught that. Oh, shadow. Shadow.
A dark, shadowy figure seems to just appear out of thin air at the end of the hallway, then walks out of sight.
This handle. Look how high that handle is.
Holy shit. My heart is racing.
Go stand by it, Sean. This handle.
You can clearly see on the video as Sean walks by, his shadow is cast on the inside wall.
The paranormal...
Alright, so look, man, just to let y'all know, I dance when I get scared. It's my black reflexes. I can't help it. So yeah.
Nightmare team tries to debunk this bizarre shadow figure, but they come up with no answers. So is this the ghost of one of the inmates who lost his life in the prison? You decide. Over on their YouTube channel, Paranormal Nightmare TV series, you can check out more of the Foreman brothers and their paranormal investigations. Hider in the house. Chilean Tik Tok.
I thought he said tiger in the house. I was about to be like, oh, and ghosts? Oh, we're about to get jumped.
User Franco Villegas claims that lately odd supernatural activity has been occurring in his home. But it doesn't end there. 2 days later, on April 30th, Franco Villegas starts to hear knocking on his bedroom door.
Bueno, son las 1 de la mañana casi. Y nada, para ser concreto, como ven, no tengo audio ni música en el video porque nada, me golpearon la puerta muy fuerte y estoy solo. Despertamos todos los gatos y están todos muy fijos en la puerta, así que voy a mover la cámara apuntando hacia allá. Veremos mañana en la mañana o en la madrugada si capto algo.
So Franco changes the angle of the CCTV camera to point towards his door. 5 days go by without incident, but on May 5th, as Franco sleeps, his...
Shut up!
what seems to be the pale face of a girl peeking into Franco's room as he sleeps. In desperation, Franco asks,
That ain't funny. That's not okay. Who pulled that up? Shut up! Cause I did. I know what to do. My nut shook on me. Can that please be fake? It didn't look fake, but can it be? What's messed up is, deep down inside, I'm like, man, you punk, you gotta go back and watch that again. But like, the other, more dominant side of me is like, bruh, damn that. They can rewind the tape. They better go watch it again.
TikTok viewers for advice on what to do about the strange spirit that seems to haunt his home. One viewer recommends an odd sort of seance, saying that Franco should try talking to the spirit while holding a candle.
How about moving, ho? Huh? Get out of Dodge. Retreat. How? Tactically. Well, I'll move to the bus stop. I ain't doing it. Absolutely not. Damn that.
In front of a mirror.
Estoy solo acá del baño. Bueno, me dijeron que he traído una vela y un espejo y voy a poder hablar con ella. Amiga, por favor, te pido que me dejes solo. Te lo pido, por favor. ¡Ah, conche! Que he traído una vela y un espejo y voy a poder hablar con ella. Amiga, por favor, te pido que me dejes solo. Te lo pido, por favor. ¡Ah, conche tu madre!
Now, I'm certainly not saying that this footage is real, but what makes it more compelling is that Franco clearly shows that the bathtub is empty and that he's alone only seconds before the girl appears. One night, Franco is filming one of his cats playing.
Is it bad that I
and
not
what
check
happens
fast? The more
next
emotional I get.
is truly bizarre.
Yes. For the rest of
en el primer piso está el...
Just an innocent cat.
¡Ah, conche! ¡Ey! ¡Ey! Ah, no, güey. ¡Ah, conche tu madre!
So, is Franco Villegas' house truly haunted? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. You can follow Franco's continuing story over on his TikTok page. Out of Step.
Why is he still there? Why? That don't make no sense. None. I'll be homeless. I'll live in the streets again. Damn that.
Está...
Man, it's messing with him.
¡Ah, conche! ¡Ey! ¡Ey! Ah, no, güey. ¡Ah, conche tu madre!
So, is Franco Villegas' house truly haunted? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
You think?
You decide.
They don't look
You
elaborate
can
to
follow
me.
Franco's continuing story over on his
My
TikTok
balls
page.
tingled every time she came on screen. I
Out
knew
of
it was
Step.
real.
TikTok user BetsAnAngel69 is a 44-year-old mother of 3 that mainly uses her TikTok account to keep up with her older children. One day, when looking across the street from where she lives, she notices a mysterious figure pacing back and forth. She took a video of it and shared it with one of her friends. The next day, the figure is back again. It paces back and forth for hours on end. Bet thinks that whoever it is might have a mental illness, which would explain the erratic behavior. She records again, and this time posts the video on TikTok to see what other people think.
Talia, get over here. can't even zoom in any closer. You see it? It just walks back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
In the comments on her TikTok, BetsAnAngel69 gets many questions about the history of the location. And some viewers even wonder if the event might be of a paranormal nature. Bet follows up with another video.
Okay, so everybody that's been kind of curious, this is the church that's directly across the street from my house that I was explaining. This is the area where we see that figure. It just walks back and forth every day, all day. Now, I've been over there a couple of times. As I walk up on it, there's just nothing there.
Now, whoever or whatever the figure might be, it seems that Bet's dog is a little freaked out as well.
It's okay, buddy.
When Bet sees the figure again, she decides to go take a look, but she's too scared to go alone. She brings her husband along, and they go to investigate.
See? My husband has agreed to walk me over and see what we can find.
I can't believe you talked me into this.
I'm sorry.
Well,
here's the spot.
I don't see anything.
No, I don't either. It's pretty full. Hello? Is anybody there? I'm so nervous. What was that?
I don't know.
Do you need help?
No, but you do. Yeah, you got the wrong read. What the?
This is the moment we turned and ran. I know it might not seem that scary on camera, but when we were up that close, it was so loud, and it was just this almost guttural scream. This is the moment we heard it and ran. You can kind of see us back there. And we took off. My poor husband was like, "F this." He kept looking back. I think at one point he was like, "TikTok, I'm out of here. This is done."
Now, did BetsAnAngel69 capture a ghost stuck in a recurring loop? Could it just be some deranged person and nothing paranormal at all? Or is it all just a hoax? Let me know what you think. Check out BetsAnAngel's TikTok page to follow her continuing story. The Watcher. Ghost hunting channel Polish Paranormal TV explores an allegedly haunted building deep in the woods near the city of Katowice, Poland. A dark history surrounds the location. Only a month prior to the investigation, the burned body of a homeless man was discovered by an unsuspecting hiker. Since then, there have been rumors of weird and unexplained things happening to all who enter the abandoned house. Before Polish Paranormal TV start their investigation, they check the grounds to make sure that they are completely alone.
Zrobiliśmy już rekonesans. Jesteśmy totalnie sami. Nie ma tutaj nikogo oprócz nas. No, wchodzimy do środka. Dobra. Jak widzicie, budynek jednak jest w trochę średnim stanie. Tylko już w środku.
Once inside the house, they immediately begin to hear strange noises.
Jeżeli jesteś tutaj z nami, daj nam znać. Będziemy wiedzieć, że jesteś i odejdziemy. Każdy odejdzie w swoją stronę. Już tu więcej nie wrócimy. Czasem tak bywa w takich miejscach.
Now, the guys laugh it off at first, but things get a bit more serious when they get a direct response to a question.
Kolejną szansę, możesz się z nami
This is your chance.
skomunikować.
Please communicate with us.
Daj jakiś znak, że tutaj jesteś. Kto tu jest?
No. No. Don't you do this.
Skąd to było?
They keep hearing odd sounds around the house, but they can't find the source. But their YouTube viewers were shocked when they noticed this.
Have you always wanted to get your degree in
Oh
graphic
my
design?
God, no. It's the scariest thing of all.
Education.
A job! No!
Kto tu jest?
Oh, hell no. No. Nope.
Kto tu jest?
Did you see it?
No.
The Polish ghost hunters didn't notice at the time or even point it out in their video. But someone seems to be walking around the corner just as they check the staircase.
Kto tu jest? Halo? Nie, no bez ja. Cisza. Idź do piwnicy.
Now, it certainly could just be a homeless man in the building that came to check out the noise. But again, I remind you, before the investigation, the Polish Paranormal TV crew inspected the entire building to make sure they were alone. So, what do you think? Is it a paranormal entity or just a wandering homeless man? Let me know down in the comments. A quiet voice. Popular YouTuber and paranormal explorer Ricky Velasquez frequently does live streams while exploring allegedly haunted locations in Mexico.
Nope.
In this live stream, Ricky and a female friend are exploring a haunted house in Ciudad
He got a
Guzman,
biddy to
Mexico.
go with him?
They begin to hear what sounds like the voice of a little girl. They call out to the child, and that's when things get truly bizarre.
Yeah.
¿Cómo te llamas? Ya vi.
Niña.
Don't do this. Don't you do it.
Espérate, aquí. ¿Escuchaste? ¿Escuchaste?
No, qué miedo.
Hola. ¿Te podemos ver?
Niña.
¿Quieres que te veamos? Manifiéstate.
Niña.
Yo no voy a correr.
¿Cómo que se queja, pobrecita? Niña. Chiquita.
Déjanos verte. No te vamos a lastimar.
Chiquita, asómate.
Yo no la veo.
¿Y si me asomo en la noche?
¿Ya la viste? La vieron.
So, did Ricky Velasquez capture the ghost of a little girl on his live stream? What do you think? You can see the full investigation over on Ricky Velasquez YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. To submit or suggest videos, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com.
Well, damn that. All the way damn that. See, the one that got me was that grudge-looking female who was like coming down the thingy thing, coming down up the stairs and was looking in, like peering and being hella extra and stuff, and ain't gonna have the nerve to just ski-daddle. But you know what I mean? It's your boy BlastphamousHD. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Twisms.